Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, an actual play tabletop role-playing podcast. Every episode, we have a different rule set, a unique set of players, and a self-contained microplot with a beginning, middle, and end that fits into the overarching macroplot of the season. Today, we are playing with the Alloyed RPG rule set, version 2.2 specifically. You can find Alloyed RPG at alloydrpg.com. Very easy. Very easy isn't at the end. It's just alloydrpg.com. Full stop. There we go. Collect your friends and play a session of Alloyed RPG yourself. Speaking of friends, let's meet our players for this session. Today, we are joined by Queenie the Sentient Swarm.
Hello, everybody. Yes, you heard that correctly. My name is Queenie. Our name is Queenie. We are a collection of sentient bees, but we are all called Queenie. Anyways,
please describe what you look like and your statistics.
I look like a sentient hive of bees. That's pretty much it. Like, we're just a swarm of bees. I mean, there's a lot of eyes, there's a lot of legs, there's a lot of, we do wear a cloak because we are vampire bees at the same time. And this hides us from the sun. It's a complicated story. If you would like to hear that episode, please look into Fire Breathing Kittens' past episodes, because I remember the title of it. Anyways.
The Undrinkables.
And Drinkables.
The Undrinkables.
Yeah, the Undrinkables.
The Undrinkables. That was it. Anyways, for Alloyed, I have... You want my body, mind, and spirit? Is that what you'd like?
Yeah.
Oh, my body is a 1 because we are bees. My mind is a 2. And then my spirit is also a 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next... Oh, excellent. Next, we have Belladonna Amriel.
I really wanted to do this in my character voice, but I'm just laughing too much from Queenie. I'm sorry. That's great. Belle is a canary turned pixie through quite the adventure. So while Queenie is vampiric, Belle is lycanthropic in a way, sharkanthropic. She was a wereshark for a while, and now she is a pixie most of the time, but every day out of the month she is a canary, which is her original form. So in her pixie form, she has very bright feathery yellow wings, and she also has rather bright blonde hair with canary feathers sticking out of it, and she wears a poodle skirt in her favorite color, which is seafoam green, and it's got little doodads, shiny doodads all over it. She would bedazzle if it were possible. And her hair is actually tied up with a little rubber band that also actually has this blacker than black stone. And that is how she's able to retain her pixie form. And then for this game, she has a body of +2, a mind of +1, and a spirit of +2.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And
it just
finally,
occurred to me that you can hand that stone to someone else to make them pixie-sized / able to fly, which would be useful.
It would be if Belle wanted to not be in pixie form anymore, which is a big if. She's really loving having hands and opposable thumbs.
I am noticing, though, that we've got a swarm of bees, a canary, and a person holding a stone turned into a pixie. We could have an all-flying team. Okay. Not that Sophie would know that. Okay, sorry.
oh, speaking of Sophie, it's Sophie
Hi.
Yang.
Teehee. Hi, I'm Sophie. You're looking at a cyclops. She has one eye. It's like Leela style from Futurama, bigger than a normal eye, and in the middle of her face, like cyclops, proper cyclops, not just like eye patch. I know technically people wearing an eye patch are a cyclops, but not really. All right, so her character traits are ditzy, athletic, and idealistic. Her alignment is 1 for this game. And here's her gear. She has a left foam nunchuck, attack +1, a right foam nunchuck, attack +1, white tennis shoes, defense +1, pink jacket, defense +1, a small pink purse, and a scrunchy-style ponytail. And then 4 magics. Eyeball of Perception, a small glass eye that notices small details and hidden objects/clues within its field of vision. It just reminds me of an old D&D spell. X-ray vision. You can see through solid objects, lasts for 3 rounds, good for 3 casts. Dark vision. You and your party can see in the dark. I love that it's and your party. Like, what is my Cyclops eyeball doing for you guys there? But I don't know, but it's
doing the heavy lifting. That's what it's doing.
It's just like, it turns into like a beam of light.
Oh, like the X-Men Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flashlight. All right. Lasts for 2 rounds, good for 3 casts. And then Chronovision allows you to see 12 hours into the past, present, and future. And, not or, and. Lasts for 1 round, good for 2 casts. Oh, my body is 2, my mind is 1. She's kind of ditzy, and spirit is 2.
Wonderful. We have everybody. So now, let's begin our story. We begin in the new Fire-Breathing Guilds Hall. I guess new as opposed to the former seasons of this podcast. We're in New Anthera, and you're all sitting around after a long day of helping to repair a wall, which was recently demolished by a spectacular entry. If you're talking about wild entrance, this was the one to beat. It set the bar very high. In fact, it's one of our players that's playing today, Belle. Yeah. So you're kindly helping restore it. You're considering what color do you want to keep it? The green that was originally painted, I think, by Sophie. Or maybe change it up. So it's late in the day. The sun is set. Queenie, you probably can put your hood down if you'd like. Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Oh, if we're inside, the cloak is off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No sun inside.
As everybody is kind of calling it a day from the guild hall repair, work has been kind of quiet. So, hold on. Ilvana, is that correct? The new guild head. She's having people keep their skills sharp by rebuilding the wall. Anyway, you're done for the day. You're clocked out. Drinks are being served. Everybody's relaxing. Before we advance, what are y'all doing?
So just to clarify, the wall is built, but the color has not been chosen.
Pretty much. There is some, I guess, the exterior is complete.
On the wall.
Almost. So sheetrock is just kind of being applied, or sheetrock equivalent in this universe, whatever they use for the internal wall. It's there, but that's kind of it.
So Belle has been chattering on. First, she had been apologizing for everything. But as they've continued and as they're taking a break, she says, well, Sophie, I really do think that your green was just a little bright. I think a really rich, deep red hue with some spatterings of gold in it would be beautiful for this wall.
I have to agree, or you're going to knock it down again, huh?
I'm not going to knock it down again. It wasn't me who knocked it down. It was the spaceship I was in. And really, that was more an accident than anything else because the controls were really made for were-shark fins, and I happened to transform into my canary form at the time. It was complicated.
Wink. Red it is.
Queenie is probably by the bar, annoying the bartender, discussing different types of mead and how they're made with proper honey, and how it can change the flavors. The whole swarm is over by the bar, basically.
Does the swarm agree on what proper mead is? Is it a proper collective with one voice?
Yes. We are all one. We are one and we are many at the same time.
Excellent.
Yes. Our pronouns are she, they, be, she, they, be. I don't know.
I'm going to say, while you're talking there, Belle goes over and she doesn't really know who to talk to. So she just kind of like picks one spot to like keep her eye on.
But she says, bees are still always moving, so you're just
Right.
staring at a random spot. On,
Exactly.
Like, yeah, okay.
You know, she figures that will give all of them equal attention.
That makes sense.
So just like staring at this one spot in the swarm, she says, well, actually, Queenie, it's been really nice to work with you today. I don't know if you knew this, but I was a canary for most of my life, and I only just recently got the ability to speak and use magic and be sapient or sentient, one of the two. And I was really just wondering how did you become sapient / sentient? For me, I don't actually quite remember. But how did it happen to you?
Well, thank you for that very interesting information. I did not know that you were also previously a canary. Welcome, cousin of the flying
Oh my
ability.
gosh. She's so happy. She's so happy.
We were genetically engineered by a magical scientist who wanted to create endless honey. Is that what I remember him? Yes. He wanted to create a free supply of honey. Unfortunately, he made us too intelligent, and we broke free of his slavery. And now we are on a mission to free all of the honeybees of the world and build our own honey empire.
Down with the captors. No one can keep us in chains and cages.
Exactly. Or hives.
Or hives.
Yeah. Genetically
Yes.
engineered hives. Yeah.
Yes, no one can keep us in cages or genetically engineered hives.
Queenie has not told anybody that they are building a hive in like I'm gonna give the guild hall an attic now. in the eaves of the attic, Queenie has been building a whole huge hive.
Wow.
And so not all of her bees are with her right now. Some of them are up there maintaining and building that.
Well, Belle wouldn't pay attention to that.
Pay no attention to the buzzing in the attic.
So while you're chatting, from behind you, the front door bursts open. And for the first time, you realize that it's been raining, like a storm has come in. And usually you would know that it's storming because there's a giant hole in the wall. But since that's been repaired, your first inclination is surprise because of the door, but then also surprise that, oh, I guess we did a good job with the wall because I don't see or hear rain. That's great. So as it's pouring outside, you see a soaked and bedraggled man in a hood. He comes in, stomping in, sloshing his boots, and he's holding a letter. And he says, I need a hero. And he puts it on the table, on the bar, actually, by Queenie. We'll say that. And then, because he is deathly afraid of bees, and you don't know this, but his allergy is off the charts with bee stings, he drops it and then he flees. And so what is set before you is a very firm, hard cardstock envelope, like that keeps the contents dry and legible.
Ooh.
That's some good paper.
Well, I don't have opposable thumbs, but you have them now. Would you like to use them, Bella?
Yes, of course. Oh, you're so thoughtful. And she will go, I imagine this card's so like she's only about 6 inches tall. So she will go over and she can like pick up an edge and try and drag it, but she's also still new to this kind of, she's not really been in a humanoid form before, so all the muscles are still kind of figuring out how to work. So she grabs the edge and tries to pull it.
Aha.
And she's really like trying to work the opposable thumbs, but it's not really doing anything.
So this envelope is, the length is as tall as you are. And because the cardstock is heavier, I will say that this is not a trivial task. And so in Alloyed RPG, there are different ratings for tasks. And this one will not be easy. It would be a medium task, which would require a roll. And so what I will say, given that you are new in your humanoid form, and this is a stout letter, to make sure that it is, legible when it gets to its destination, I'm going to give you a 60% chance of opening it. So the way it works for the listener is all the rolls use a d20. And so from a percentage perspective, we're going to take whatever Belle rolls and multiply it by 5 to get a percentile roll.
Sometimes the dice tell the story. I rolled a natural 1 on my d20.
Oh, how exciting, because...
You always want to hear that from your GM.
No, there is a list in Alloyed RPG of what happens when you roll a natural 1. I was unsure we were going to get to this list at all, much less this early in the episode.
Oh, I always deliver.
Here we go. Page 10, natural 1 list. So roll another d20. Divide by 5 and round up.
I rolled a second natural 1.
Wow, this is amazing. So I would say, give me a break is what it says. The weapon or gear you use is broken until repaired. If a staff wand was used, you must discard the magic involved in the action. I have to imagine your opposable thumbs are now, it says broken.
It says broken.
I was going to say injured, but you have somehow broken your thumbs opening this envelope. I'm sure there will be no consequences for this later on in the session.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen listening, this is a good time to remind you all that asking for help is a good idea.
It is a good idea.
So,
okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so somehow, and we can say it's like a severe paper cut that did something, or it just was so tightly wound that when you pulled it, you hear 2 pops, and you're not doing great. I won't deduct spirit or hit points or anything, but you now have anything to do with your hands in pixie form will be more difficult.
Oh.
Belle just starts crying.
Did it hurt you? Did the paper? I'll fight it. I mean, I'll fight it for you. Like we'll. I mean, it's okay. She'll like land on you. Like a couple of the bees land on you and like pat you with their tiny little feet.
I just got these thumbs.
And they're great. They're great thumbs. They're beautiful.
But they're broken. And now I can't use them forever.
But I mean, they could heal. They could. She's like, some of the bees are looking around for anybody else to help, and she'll spot Sophia. Go, Sophia.
Yeah,
Help us.
I think Sophie's gonna chase after and beat up that guy.
Beat up the guy.
For providing a trick envelope?
Yeah.
All right. You
that
rush to the
broke
door.
My friend's thumbs.
Yeah, I will totally let that happen. You rush to the door. It is still open because the guy's not very polite. It's pouring rain out.
Rude man.
You look left, you look right. You can't tell exactly which way he's gone.
I have chronovision.
Okay. Well, explain that again for the listener, and let's see how it gets employed.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm sure this is exactly what the GM thought the adventure would
Yep.
turn
GM's
into.
like, I should have railroaded. I knew I should have railroaded.
Chronovision, if this cast is successful, which I'm going to roll against a difficulty of 10, allows you to see, parentheses, 12 hours, into the past, present, and future. Lasts for 1 round, good for 2 casts. I would like to use one of those casts. I would like to see where this person went and follow.
All right. Go ahead
I also would like to see me beating them up in the future so that we don't make a paradox.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
I don't want to be that person, but that is a 20 on the dice.
Oh my God.
This is amazing. So
I admit that I sometimes re-roll them because I don't want to be that person. Like, just to be like, oh, it's only a 19. But, like, it seems appropriate.
I think, so here's what happens. Bolstered by what you witnessed with Belle and her, would you say she is whimpering or crying?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Based on what you hear, your mind focuses in a way that it has never before. You activate this ability, which presumably you've not done in a previous episode because it's specific to this rule set. And then your eye turns inward on itself, and you can see past, present, and future. You can see the man coming in and dropping off the envelope. You can see that he's bedraggled and tired, and that he wouldn't make it very far because he's in bad shape. You see the present where he's located. He's located 2 blocks, we'll say, east of where you're at, so you know precisely where he is. But he is lying in a puddle, breathing heavily and having difficulty. And in the future, you see yourself carrying his body.
Oh, well, I guess I'd better run there and prevent him from drowning in the puddle. Pathetic. I run there. And
all right.
I'm running because I want to prevent his demise.
All right. You run there. It's precisely where your inner eye has told you he would be. He's breathing in a very labored fashion, and it's you can tell he's journeyed very far, and he is beyond exhausted. Like he used the last of his energy to deliver that envelope to the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild Hall, and knowing his mission is complete, he can die peacefully, and that is what he is in the process of doing. So as you get
Not
to
if
him,
I have anything to say about it. I'm gonna heal you and kick your butt.
as you get to him, it seems as if he passes out. You don't know if he's dead, passed out.
His face is in a puddle. That's not helpful.
Oh, he's
to
not
living.
face down. It's like he's sitting in a puddle and the rain is falling on him. And he's just, he didn't even have the energy to go under an awning, you know, that kind of thing. It's like, hey, you could have been dry.
It's the end scene from Blade Runner 2046 where you're like, if you just climbed the stairs, you dumbass.
So you arrive precisely when his breathing seems to stop.
Chest compressions? What are you supposed to do with... I do punch him like I planned on it.
Okay.
But also, again, and to the pace of... what's the song that you're supposed to be able to remember right away?
Oh, Staying Alive?
Yeah. At
All
that
right.
speed.
All right. You're punching him to the beats per minute
not a punch, but it hurts. If you've ever done chest compressions, they will crack your ribs. And
so,
I'm going to also... I don't heal people. How do you heal people in Alloyed? Because I don't think I can.
That is a great question. I think there's a lot of flexibility in this game. And so I think it would be you come up with something and say, DM, I would like to try this. And I'll go, okay. Or, I don't think so. Or something like that.
Okay. DM, I would like to try first aid. And because this person was walking a few minutes ago, I would like to make the appeal to the GM that they're probably not that bad. Like, they were just walking like a second ago. They're not dead yet, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
Probably so.
And I'm also going to be really loud and scream for help.
Are you going to do first aid in the puddle?
Oh, no, definitely not. Okay, so I think more important is, so they say like when you do first aid, you're supposed to get help first and then keep them alive to get that help. So Are we in an alley or like a central road? Probably an alley. So
I would say the corner of the street, but it's raining heavily, so not a lot of people are outside, and it's night. It's dusk-ish, so not a lot of people are out.
Okay, what buildings am I in front of? I'm at a corner, so there's 4 buildings. Are any of them occupied by multiple people?
I would say there's a bakery, which closes at 11 a.m., so that's closed. There is a brewery.
Yep, there. Nope, stop. There.
All right.
I drag that person in and start the chest compressions while screaming.
Okay.
And this hurts them, and I feel better about my friend's thumbs.
Would you be so kind as to carry his body so that the future comes true instead of dragging him through the wet ground?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Amazing. The future has been foretold.
I carry him into the brewery because paradoxes, and then I make quite the hubbub.
Okay, everybody's on break, but somebody hears you, and they make a call to the proper authorities, and within probably, it's good response time, I'd say 12, no, that's a little too long. We'll say 7 minutes, a paramedic shows up and starts working on this very bedraggled messenger.
Yeah, that's probably good, because at that point I need a nap, because that's a very long time to be like, I work out, but even Sophie, who has a body of 2, in this game the stats are you either have a 1 or a 2. So even Sophie with her amazing body of 2 after 7 minutes is very tired.
Yeah, there is, you do toward the end, there is a little bit of breathing, still labored, but you kind of kickstart things. The paramedic said, "Thank goodness you were there. If you weren't there, this guy would be dead for sure."
He may still be.
Well, not if I have something to say about it. And so he scoops. This is a giant of a man, by the way. He's like 7 foot tall and a hulking like 350 pounds all muscle. And he scoops the guy up in one arm and says, "He'll be at the hospital if you need him." And there's only one hospital in New Anthera, so you know exactly where that is. And so he's whisked away. And you are proclaimed a hero by this paramedic. And the people at the brewery, they're all drinking. They're on break, and they lift their glass and go, "Hey!" to you.
Okay, so drinking people, paramedic.
None of which have names. I just want to say. These are just random civilians in this town.
They do not need NPC pages.
And brewery staff. Okay, look, but like, I'm saying there's a lot of people there who can tell my friends where I've gone. We can continue this adventure in a hospital room, can't we? Or in a waiting room.
Yeah, absolutely.
It feels
haven't
wrong
even
to
opened the pocket.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. No. This is your game, y'all. If you don't want to open that.
I'm going to make sure I know which hospital. It sounds like I know the one. So I'm going to go to my friends and be like, easily pick up the letter. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Sophie is, her main character trait is that she is ditzy. Sophie treats that thing like it's a bomb. She is not going near it. And she goes, "Okay, so," and then tells you all the stuff that happens. "Want to go to the hospital? I wouldn't touch that." Because it broke my friend's thumbs.
Queenie will look at the bartender that she was debating mead with and just be like, "Can you please open this for us? Thank you."
Yes. The bartender does have a name. I don't recall the name. Starts with a T, I believe. But
It's Ivana, who's also now the guild head.
Oh, Ivana is the bartender and the guild leader? Wow.
As
many
of now.
hats. All right. So Ivana, who was attending
she wonders
to Belle.
how you found out that she was secretly the guild head this whole time.
Oh,
She wanted to hide in plain sight.
you're right. I'll fix that in post. I don't know.
No.
So
It's now canon.
it's okay.
canon.
Well,
It's
she's
now-
now, I guess, maybe she was, because she sought managerial duties in the wall repair, people just assumed she was in charge, and now she's in charge. It's one of those things you kind of if you show up and do the job, people go, oh yeah, that's the boss. And so that's the boss. Anyway, she was attending to Belle, trying to like bandage up her thumbs or put like little splints, the tiniest splints possible on these tiny, tiny thumbs. And so now you are, you still have dexterity in your fingers, but it's like you're permanently giving thumbs up to everybody. Like, hey, great job.
Why are we doing this before going to the hospital?
No, so hold on. That was happening.
Shouldn't we do this at the hospital?
Hold on. Ilvana was splint first aid. It's right there. It's a guild hall. There's going to be first aid. Ilvana is helping Belle while you're rescuing the messenger. And then you come back, tell the story. Everybody's ready to go to the hospital. But somebody said, hey, bartender, can you please open this? Is that correct? I want to make sure I understand what you want. Okay.
Queenie is keeping us on task.
Just so you know, you don't have to. This is your game. And you would really put me on my toes. I think that would be fun. Anyway, she, with no problem, opens the envelope and then actually goes, wow, this is...
I want to see a roll.
No. Okay, here's the thing about Alloyed RPG.
Broke her thumb.
Percentage rolls are dependent on the character and the situation. Because Belle is small, it's hard for her. So I gave her a percentage roll. A normal humanoid-sized person would not have an issue opening an envelope, so Ivana doesn't. And so if Sophie were to have opened the envelope, which of course she won't now because she thinks it's super dangerous, you would have had no problem. Queenie would have had probably roughly the same chance, I guess, but it would have taken longer. Anyway, now everybody's got a little bit more insight into Alloyed RPG. Ilvana takes the envelope, opens it, rubs the texture of the paper like, wow, this is very nice, she says, but then kind of glances at Belle like, not that nice. And she pulls out this...
Nice at all.
She pulls out this firm cardstock with beautiful calligraphy script on it. And she's like, this letter is amazing. And so she reads it and goes, huh. And she's like, do you want me to read this to you?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I can read.
Okay.
I'm smart.
All right.
Read it.
Yeah,
Give me that. I'll read it.
She doesn't want to
I can
presume...
read it.
She doesn't want to presume that you're buffoons, and so she offers, but not like, okay. So she hands you the paper, or sets it, slides it on the bar so that it faces Queenie. And Queenie, this is what you read. And...
No, Queenie can't actually read. I'm just kidding. No, she can. I just wanted to be a jerk for a second. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Yes, she can read. This is what
So-
Queenie reads. I apologize.
She looks at Queenie, she drags the paper back, and then shoves it forward. Okay. It says the following. Dear fire-breathing kittens, I am Baron Jacob Halspicer, and I have a serious issue with the town that I administer. A dangerous cult has infected the minds of the citizens of Blutburg. It is making me sick to my stomach. Please come and help, with an exclamation point. My people and I are counting on you. Another exclamation point. Baron Jacob Halspicer.
Does he say where?
Yes, it is Blutburg.
Oh,
And if you're asking, like, Ilvana or someone in the guild hall where that is, they'll say,
Yes.
oh, that's really far. That's, and they kind of scratch their head and stroke their chin and say, so we're at the tippy top of a continent. Kalkar? It's way down south. It's a long trip. So you would estimate probably like you would have to sail there and then take a carriage there because it's more primitive. And that would take you probably 15 days to get there. However, or Alloyed RPG has a mechanic where you can travel via portal. And so, yeah, you can travel via portal, but you have to roll for it, and there is a consequence if it's not successful. And I can read you those consequences if you would like.
I would love that.
Okay. So, page 18 of the rulebook. So, I think this is traditionally between quests, but hey, why not? We'll do it here. You have 5 choices. You can either roll against body, And then you can either roll against mind, you can either roll against spirit, or you can roll, it says against your choice of the three. I don't know how that's a different option. Hold on. Oh, because there's a different consequence. So basically, if you succeed, you gain a mastery or an item or advantage, depending on which one you choose, or +1 to an ability. But if you fail, you'll subtract 1 from either mastery, your target, discard 1 magic, discard 1 gear, or discard 1 or -1 ability. So you have a couple of choices. And like all rolls in Alloyed RPG, you're going to roll against a target of 10, plus whatever your body, mind, and spirit modifier is. So if you have a body of +2, like Sophie just mentioned, you could roll against a target of 12. So just so you know, that is an option for you to travel.
You're rolling against a target of 12? Or
Well, so here are your choices. You can roll
8.
against your target of 10 with your body. So if you roll for body and you rolled a 9, but you have a modifier of +2 because you have a +2 on body, you would get an 11 and you would beat the 10. Does that make sense?
So it's an 8, right? A target of 8 because you have a body of 2.
It is effectively for you, yes.
Yeah,
not everybody has a
12.
body of 2.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have
Like
a body of 1.
Oh, yes. I understand what you mean.
So
I was
your
saying in
target's
reverse.
9.
Right. But that's if you roll against body. You can roll against body, mind, or spirit. And then, depending on how you want to run it, you can succeed or fail on your roll. And that is an option. You can also take the longer route and not suffer a consequence. And we can, spice it up. It won't be a boring trip. And there's also the hospital that you want to go to.
Well, I feel like if we go to the hospital, the guy is just going to tell us that we need to go down south.
But I do have a bit of a magic spell that can search his memory, so we could get a little bit more information maybe about what's going on there before we enter.
That's true. We could do that.
I love how unsafe the general public is from our time viewing, memory searching, horror themed party. Man, don't tick us off.
I know.
As long as there are no envelopes involved, you guys are unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly.
Queenie can enter through a hole the size of a quarter, all of her, one by one. Like, yeah. We're a little scary.
It takes a little while, but we get through eventually. I also have a blowgun. Just in case we need it.
Is it a...
And by blowgun, I really just... I picked blowgun because I was like, well, that makes sense. Like, bees have stingers. Like, she just has a million blowguns.
That's exactly what I
Granted,
thought when you said blowgun. I was like, that's so smart.
Yes, but it is limited ammo because it kills my bee when it stings. That's why I have limited... That's why I can't do more than a few because I'm not willing to sacrifice my hive for
That's
that.
only if the bee detaches its stinger. If you stay stuck to the whatever you hit, they'll live, but you're stuck.
But they'll be... but what kind of life would that be?
They do a little spiral dance of, you ever seen a bee unstick itself?
Oh.
It just like wiggles around in a circle and then it's not fun, but like,
Yeah.
Bees
you live.
can
So
they're
yeah,
usually just
throw-
so stressed. They're so stressed out that they flee, and that is the fleeing is what.
Yeah, it detaches their hindquarters.
Y'all didn't know you were listening to a bee podcast, did
Yeah,
you?
welcome to Bee Today. All right, so what are y'all doing?
We're going to go... Did we agree? We're going to go to the hospital and ransack his memory.
Yes,
Oh my
it's the
gosh.
least he deserves for having left this terror of an envelope.
Oh my
Correct.
god! Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, he's
on
afraid
board.
of bees, but I don't know that, so this will be great.
And deathly allergic.
He's in a hospital. He'll be fine.
That's true.
Okay, so you head to the hospital. It is raining. It is night. When you get there, the normal hospital is closed, but there are emergency room visiting hours, that kind of thing. And since this guy was just admitted, it is accessible. And the big, nameless paramedic that saved the guy recognizes Sophie, the hero, and says, "Oh, you're back. Do you want to see the guy? He's starting to wake up."
Yes.
I can't tell you. It's so good that somebody knows first aid in the town of New Anthera. We've been trying this campaign, but nobody seems to be on board. I'm so glad you are.
Meanwhile, Sophie in her mind was just beating him up. Yeah.
So you make your way to room, let's say 3. He's in room 3. All of you come in, and he's connected to tubes. He's being he's on medication to try to subdue the cough, but also clear his body. He's out of his wet clothes and has one of those just generic hospital gowns. You can see with the wet clothes removed and the hood and whatnot that he looks very unshaven, and huge bags under his eyes. He's very tired. His body is exhausted, but his eyelashes are fluttering a little bit, and he's squinting as if trying to regain consciousness.
I'm gonna check the hall, make sure that Belle is alone with her victim.
You just see nurses at the nurses' station playing backgammon. Because that's, typical nurses, you know what I'm saying?
That normal people play? Yeah. Backgammon.
Well, it's late. There's not a lot going on.
Queenie will take one of the hospital lamps and turn it, focus it on his face, and just be like, "It's time to answer some questions."
Yep, that is trivial enough for any of you to do. Actually, wait, is Belle doing this?
No, because her thumbs don't work.
Okay.
No, the bees are floating and pushing it over to him.
Okay.
Like an interrogation thing. Cause
the lamp is now in his face.
Seen movies. Yes.
Oh, yes. So, and he's trying to turn away from the light, and he seems unaccustomed to bright light. He's very it's hurting him. Not like burning or stinging or anything, but just it's like he's just not used to bright light.
Mm-hmm. Okay, would you like to answer some questions, or would you like my friend here to work you over first?
I have to think it. So this is a character I was not anticipating. So I'll think of a voice for him right now.
It will have to have a name now.
Are you? Oh, yes, his name is Kenko, but you don't know that yet.
Okay.
What? Are you a sentient swarm of bees or something? That's Please flee my presence. I'm terrified of bees.
Well, that's extremely rude and very speciesist of you. I don't appreciate that.
No, I'm actually showing you quite a bit of respect for the danger that you can inflict. Not that you are mean or malicious in any way, but I'm highly allergic, and I have an irrational fear of bees.
Shut up! And Belle just goes and kicks him in the cheek with her little legs.
Queenie was perked up the whole time. The whole swarm was like, "Oh, you're afraid of us. Excellent." But she's kind, so she will back away. The swarm will back away from you and let the tiny pixie do her thing.
Oh, thank you. And he's still coughing a bit because he was near death.
Yeah. How dare you leave something there that would be so heavy it would break my thumbs? And she just shoves both her thumbs in a thumbs up motion in his face.
Well, you seem okay now. I mean, and he struggles, but he gives you a double thumbs up back.
I'm not okay.
Oh, sorry. Are you fire-breathing kittens?
Yes, we are, but that's beside the point right now.
Did you get the letter?
The letter that broke her thumbs. Yeah, we're literally here about that.
You're so rude.
Respectfully.
Please, help my master. He's quite remiss.
I don't know what that means, but I imagine that means worried.
I might have used it inappropriately from a grammatical standpoint. I was near death after all. He's very upset.
Oh, yeah, remiss is not the right word for that then.
I was near death, you see.
Well, what is he worried about? His letter mentioned something about a cult, but there were no other details.
The cult. You should ask him, but the people...
But you're right here, so you can tell us.
Okay. Okay. Well, just pretend that he's in a belabored fashion telling you these things.
Yes.
All right. He says to you, perhaps 2 months ago, now 3 because of the travel time, there was a person that came to town that started recruiting people into some new religion or new cult. Her name is Scamantha Likely. And they know of her. And she has been...
Scamantha Likely. I love that.
Do you listen to the Dungeons and Daddies podcast?
No.
They have an NPC character called Scam Likely.
Oh, well, she goes by Scam every once in a while, but completely independent. Perhaps I should listen to that podcast.
It's
Apologies.
a great podcast. You would love it.
Listener, you heard it here first? Maybe not.
No, they're way more popular.
Very popular podcast. Definitely not.
So anyway, he goes on to tell you the town used to be vibrant and full of fun-loving people, and they would drink and be merry and eat rich foods and be very proud of their heritage. And they had artisans that were excellent. But since Scamantha showed up, it's been very dull. And everybody's they're just more followers every day. The Baron is very concerned for his people, and he needs help. And and he encourages you to go talk to him. Oh, and then he follows up by saying, "Thank you for saving my life. It was a long and treacherous journey."
Yeah, that's what I was doing when I was punching you like that. Saving your life.
Was that you? My chest is still sore.
I broke 3 of your ribs.
Well, I'll be here for a while then.
I like to imagine Belle went over, like when Sophie said, I broke 3 of your ribs, Belle goes over and just like gives her a high five.
Yeah. I receive the high five and I turn from the high five to look at him and say, especially because there's no healing mechanic in this game. I just checked the whole rule book and I don't think we can heal. The only way we can heal is if the GM gives us inspiration and we can use it to gain 3 HP.
There we go. Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, how do
or
we
if a hospital gets made up, he will heal. And you are in a hospital if you need further assistance.
I mean, we might need it, guys, because there's straight up, I just looked for sleep. There's a healing spell, but unless we have that, or flip bodies with someone, why is that a healing method? Anyway, there's officially no way to heal in this rulebook, so sorry about your 3 ribs.
So that means we
Don't
can
worry.
heal however we wish to.
That is true.
I have a preternatural healing ability. It's been in my family for ages. No worries. Thank you again for saving my life.
No. We're not worried about you. We're worried about ourselves. But okay.
We are so mean to this guy.
He looks very suspiciously at Queenie.
How do I get down to your village?
Well, I had to take a cargo transport. I believe it's still docked. They're transporting cattle down to Blutburg, and I guess if you get there in time, you could go on to Blutburg.
I mean,
That's
I would
gonna take
prefer
a
if
long
we...
time.
Exactly. It's going to take much longer. I'd prefer if we didn't, because then we would get there and I'd be in canary form. And as much as I don't have thumbs anymore, I still think being in a humanoid form would be much more helpful.
Is there another option?
Not that I know of. And then,
I have a portal. GM. Tell us
yeah,
about the portal.
there is a portal mechanic that you see a flyer in the hospital room. And it's like one flyer is about vacations. And it's like plans
Are you
after
visiting your loved ones in the hospital?
Yeah.
Exactly.
definitely
Here's an
have
easy way to
flyers.
visit the hospital.
Yes.
And then it
About
tells you about
portals.
portals. And so you can go down. Here's what we'll do. We'll go down to the portal room at the hospital. And that is
I
where you
love
can do the
this.
portals. It's mostly for visiting family, but family's got to go home sometime, am I right?
Instead of the Ronald McDonald House, their solution was to install a portal room.
Right, exactly. Because
The Portal
it's a
McMortal room.
Yes, can it be
Portal
the
McMortal. Yes, you can go to the Portal McMortal room. I'm writing that down.
And I do want to note, McMortal should be spelled like MORTAL, as in mortality.
Because it might kill you to use our portal, but don't worry, we got a
Exactly.
morgue in the hospital.
Perfect. Yeah, it is right by the morgue. Complete. Don't let that dissuade you.
It's so that the families whose people have died don't have to walk very far to get back home. They can just go next door to the portal room and just, zip on
Right.
out.
Right. Yeah, you're on. Yeah. So you see, it's another campaign that the hospital is pushing to kind of, hey, we know your travel times to the hospital can be greatly reduced if you use Portal McMortal. And so that is an option. And of course, Kenko doesn't see that and is unfamiliar with that. And I'm sure if he knew about it, he would have loved to have used the portal. Have any of you introduced yourselves to this guy? Because
No.
probably best. He can just blame it on the delirium. It's like, there was a bees and a pixie. One eye.
Yep, that's us.
That is us, isn't it?
Yeah. So portals.
Yeah, so bees and a pixie and a cyclops walk down to the morgue.
Oh. The doctor in the morgue is eating a sandwich and looks up because he's surprised to see movement of any kind. And he's like, could I help you?
We're here to go and take a portal to Blutburg.
Oh, portal's next door.
Oh,
And so you see
Excuse
above the door, it's in very large print, it says morgue. And then next door, you see a big panel that says Portal McMortal. Precisely the way you had it spelled.
they just look so similar to someone who can't read.
All right. I'm assuming you make your way out of the morgue to the Portal McMortal room. Great.
Indeed.
There's an attendant. And she's like, hi, can I help you?
We would like to go to Blutburg, please.
Ho, Blutburg. Oh, that is so far. Well, I guess we could do it. I don't think we've ever done it that far before. Well, let's see. She turns around and she references a map. That is the whole world, and then a smaller map that is the continent, and then a much smaller map that is just New Anthera. Goes to New Anthera, not there. Goes to the bigger continent map. It's like, oh, Blutburg. Okay, that's where I thought it was. And so she, we're going to make it very mechanical. No touch screens. It's going to be like turning gears and flipping large mechanical switches. You're click, 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 depressing buttons that are glowing. Similar to the 1977 A New Hope Star Wars Death Star control room. Click, 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 push, push, push. All right, well, I think y'all are all ready. Is all three of you going to go?
Yes, please. Although it should be noted that our good friend Queenie is many and one.
Oh, well, nice to meet y'all. I don't think I ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, is this going to be a problem, ma'am? Because not all of us, us being us, are here right now. We are able to do long distance, however, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Well, if long distance ain't a problem for y'all, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. So, I know people that have like dismembered hands or whatever, and they use the portal, but the hand stays here because they're trying to like I don't know. I'm not a mechanical or a biological person, but they seem to be able to do all just fine. They return, they get their hand connected, and everything's okay. But there is a risk. You understand? Can you please sign these waivers as a matter of fact? And she slides 3 forms. that are proportionally sized to each of you. So Belle has a super tiny form, and I guess Sophie would have a regular size form, and she's a little unsure which form to give you, if she gives you the bee-size form or the humanoid size form, but she decides humanoid form and slides it over to Queenie.
Oh, thank you.
Queenie will sign it with like little footprints, I guess. It's just dots on it. Like,
So y'all not gonna read that or nothing?
Can you give me like a elevator pitch?
Oh
Like a
yeah, it's
2-second.
nothing. So basically, y'all just gonna reach down deep inside yourselves, and if I was to use a metaphor, I would say you're gonna roll against one of your traits, and then if you fail, it's not gonna go well for you. But if you pass, it's gonna be great.
Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Let's do it.
Okay. So, players, you've signed the forms, you've submitted them. The technician gives the okay that they've been signed appropriately. If you would like to choose which thing you roll against and what your potential consequence or advantage will be if you pass or fail, we can talk about that now.
Buddy, my jacket is up for stake.
Oh, okay. Is that the first option where you lose the gear slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure my jacket would make Sophie upset because it's pink.
Okay.
So specifically, I want it to be like discolored as ruined, like
Oh.
not like gone in the portal. She would just get another one, but like mud splattered or something.
I'd say like somebody spilled peroxide all over it and it's just horribly... Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Queenie and Belle, what will you be rolling against?
I'll roll against spirit.
Okay. Do you want to use option 3, 4, or 5? 3 would be you lose or gain magic of your choice from a staff or wand. 4 would be you roll with advantage until they enter a different portal. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. Or you roll with disadvantage until they enter a different portal. And the last option is if you succeed, you get +1 to that ability. If you fail, you subtract 1 from that ability.
I want to go with the portals one.
The advantage one, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
it'd be funny if I ended up in a different portal.
All right. And then Belle?
I'm going to go with option 5 and I'll use spirit. So
Okay.
if I succeed, I'll get +1 to spirit. And if I fail, I'll get -1 to spirit.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and roll. Your target is 10. And so roll and then add your modifier.
Okay, I got an 8 plus my spirit of 2 is a 10.
That meets it, does beat it. So you succeed.
Excellent.
So get +1 to spirit.
Speaking of ones, that's what I rolled.
Oh, no. So that does not succeed. We'll describe what happens as you go through the portal and what you feel in a second. Actually, let's do it now. So, as you're going through the portal, Belle, you feel rejuvenated. Like this is, oh my gosh. And in fact, one of your thumbs, your dominant hand thumb, heals
Oh my God.
as you're going through.
Fantastic.
And so, Sophie, you thought you saw something very dazzling on the wall as you were stepping through the portal. So you turn your head and crane it in such a way as to be very uncomfortable. And as you do, there's some kind of weird calamity that occurs as you travel through the portal. And when you exit, your jacket is tattered and has bleach stains all over it. It's still wearable.
Reducing my defense by 1 as well.
Right.
I'm emotionally and physically worse off from this.
I'm so sorry. All right, Queenie, did you roll?
Okay, I'm going to roll. I got a 7.
And you were rolling against spirit?
Yes, which is a +2.
Oh, that does not beat the target of 10. So you will roll with disadvantage until you enter a different portal later on.
Great.
So as you're traveling
I
through
can't
the
wait.
portal, you feel that the advice of the technician was not accurate. That a dismembered hand is one thing, but half of your sentience creating a hive in the guild hall is a completely different thing. And so
Yeah.
you just feel disconnected and worse. And so you just feel, like a low headache. It's not super sharp pain, but it's just always there. That's what you
That's
currently
the
have.
worst.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you have all made it. I will say you've made it to Blutburg. There's a sign that says, "Welcome to Blutburg." And so their portal delivery system, excellent. And so what you see before you is a road that goes down, because you're kind of on the crest of a hill, that goes down, and then you see a town below you. And then to the right, there is a castle. And there is a nice little plaque by the Welcome to Blutburg sign that says Castle Blutburg.
Well, I'm just feeling so refreshed from that portal travel. I don't really understand why more people don't use it.
You hear the sound of ultimate suffering.
And then you hear Queenie going, "Oh, I've never had a headache before."
Ooh, is it a million little headaches?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every little tiny brain in that swarm has a little low-grade headache now.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. Just enough to make her slightly bitchier.
With her now good right hand, Belle goes and just gives each of you a pat on the head. There. Maybe next time it'll be better.
If bees could vomit, some of them vomit, but they can't vomit. Well, they
No.
can't vomit.
That's where honey comes from.
Yeah.
You just
okay.
spilled honey
of
all
them
over
vomit.
the floor.
Oh, honey fowl.
That's really, I did not expect that to happen in this episode, but hey.
Here we go.
I feel like there's a lot in that category for you.
Yes.
It's fine. We're doing good. Or y'all are doing great.
We're at Blutburg.
Yeah, you're in Blutburg.
Do we want to go to the castle first, or would we like to explore the town? I'm going to vote castle, because that's closer to us finding him. Yeah.
All right.
All right, just for reference, when you left, it was night. It was raining. It is still night, not raining here, and it is a new moon. So
Oh, so it's incredibly dark. Wonderful.
it's very dark, but you can see torchlight emanating from the outside of the castle and kind of a glow from the inside, as if it's not electrically lit, but more lantern or braziers, not braziers that you would buy at Target, but braziers that hold coals. You know what I mean?
Braziers.
I think
They're
Braziers.
called braziers.
Golly, I don't know what's going on with me. I was like, I knew braziers was wrong. I'm like, no, that's confusing. Apologies, listener. Braziers. There we go.
I can only imagine one thing, though.
They're just lit up bras
lit
on
by
the wall.
braziers. You know what?
That's what Sophie's dark vision is. Actually, though.
That's hilarious. Okay. So you're working your way to the castle, correct?
Yes.
All right. It is a huge Gothic construction and architecture. As you go up to the massive wooden doors, you see the traditional large brass knocker. And it is a gargoyle head with a little ring. And you're at the door.
Well, I'm not touching that. I'm going to break my hand again.
I reach for the brass knocker and knock on the door for my small friends.
Very nice.
You.
Clong, clong, clong. There is an echo that you hear from within the hall on the inside. You hear faint footsteps coming, and then the massive door, which apparently whose hinges have never been oiled. You know, you've heard doors. Opens, and you see a very pale, somewhat sallow individual with black hair kind of slicked back, very finely dressed. And he goes, "Hello?
Hello.
Yeah? You,
Well, we're the fire-breathing kittens. We just got your missive.
Mein Gott, I'm so happy you're here. Please, come in.
Do.
Thank you for inviting us. We appreciate that. Question: in this world, do vampires need permission to enter someone's home?
Why would you ask such a thing? I said come in. Is that not good enough for you?
Well, I'm just curious. I don't know. I haven't tried to enter anybody else's home since I became a vampire bee, or multiple vampire bees. So I was just curious if you had any idea. Have you encountered vampires before? Have you encountered vampire bees before? Do you know the rules? That's what I thought. So.
So the guy is shocked that the heroes that he invited include a vampire. And he is, vampire bees, plural. And he's like, I've just invited them in my home. What is going to happen next? And he goes, I did not know you were a vampire or multiple vampires. That will not be a problem for you to save the town.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that I can't save the town just because I'm a vampire?
Nine.
Vampires?
Oh God.
I do not know.
I no longer wish to save your town. I will be going back
Please,
home now.
no, I need your help, please. No, I will do anything.
Fine. I
Would
will
you
stay
care?
if you will find me some headache medicine, please.
Yeah, I have heard that, hold on. And he scurries away, but with purpose. Like, he's not scared. Well, he is scared, but a little bit. He comes back, and
I should hope so. He expected us a month from now.
He presents a bottle that's about the size of we'll say a Coca-Cola bottle. Like, it's not a big wine bottle, but it's smaller. And he goes, I have heard vampires like this. And you look at it as he presents it to you, and it's written in a language foreign that you don't understand, but the consistency of the liquid inside is akin to blood.
Ooh. Okay. Queenie's in. Let's do it. Pour that shit out. Put it in a bowl, baby.
No, Queenie will be like, could you possibly serve this in some sort of substance that I could sip from?
Of course, I have a chalice. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
So he quickly uncorks it, like, very deftly. You can tell this is a man of high status. And so opening wine bottles is second nature. He doesn't even have to think about it. Just boop. And then he pours it. His hand would be shaking, but he's trying to show very strong resolve. He pours it, the thick blood, not surprisingly, it's not coagulated. Very smooth, comes out, and it's this rich, deep red. And he looks at it with a little bit of trepidation. And like his sallowness seems to increase as he's handling it. And he sets it before you, and he goes, I hope that this is acceptable for you. Yeah?
This is incredibly kind of you. I will not question this gift at all. And she will.
Why you had a bottle of blood.
Yeah, why you had a bottle of blood, how it's not coagulated after all of this time. Nope, she's just gonna go for it. No questions.
No.
So you are in a grand hall that has various tables and chairs that are a little bit elevated, as if it, I don't know if you've ever been to a concert or like a museum event or some event where there's socializing and light drinks, but there's a lot of tables as if a party had just happened or is about to happen. And you're at one of these tables where he's serving Queenie.
Queenie's going to town on that blood, whatever it is.
As you drink it, you are satiated in a way that you didn't realize possible. And so much so that the bees in New Anthera have their minds unlocked for new architectures and designs for your hive that will be beautifully artistic yet functional.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love it.
And then I'll say the blood helps with your disadvantage, but not immediately. Like in about a few hours, it will resolve.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you're going to town on the wine or blood.
Yeah.
Goes, well, I'm so happy you are here. I did not expect the heroes to come so soon, but I'm very happy. There has been a terrible plague affecting our town. If you could please help us.
Wait, a plague? The letter that we got said that there is some kind of cult happening going on
Yeah,
here.
that was the word cult.
That cult is a plague. It is spreading like crazy. I did not mean literal plague. I apologize. It was a joke, right? So the cult, they show up. They like to eat oats all the time. Nothing but oats. It's horrible. My people they used to provide such wonderful meals for me and themselves. They would eat rich foods, foie gras, steak, beer. Oh, it was wonderful. They would cavort with each other. They would canoodle with each other, if you know what I'm saying, yes. And that life, that spirit is all gone. I don't know what to do. I'm so sad. And my stomach is so upset. I've hardly eaten these past few days.
Well, I am so sorry to hear that, Baron. And Belle just gives him a little pat on his head. I'm assuming he's the Baron, given he's in the castle.
Oh, yeah. I forgive my manners or lack thereof. I am Barab. Hold on, I have to see what I wrote down as my name. Baron Jakob Halsbeißer. And I'm so glad you're here. What are your names?
Oh, well, I'm Belle. It's nice to meet you, and you have a lovely home.
Oh, thank you. I decorated it myself.
No. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh, you're too much. And you?
We're Queenie. Thanks. Thanks for the blood. Sorry, we were mean earlier. We were just hangry.
No, it's fine. I understand. I've been there before myself, of course.
Tee, I'm Sophie.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. Is there anything I can provide for you while you're here? Accommodations? I don't really have food. We just had a big party, and unfortunately, it was not very good as a success. My friends used to come over all the time expecting delicious meals, but now with the town the way they are, they provide such a pittance. It's awful.
So, I do have a question for you. Have you seen this leader of the cult? We know of her name as Scamantha, likely.
Ah, yes. Scamantha. Puh! And for the listener, he spits on the ground as he says her name. She's the cause of all this mess. I believe they are building some kind of temple to their bland god in the middle of town.
Okay. I would just love to have your permission to just kind of look into your memories real quick so that we can get a very good picture of who we're looking for and what evils she has done.
Why must you be in my memories? They are very private.
I'm going to touch him and do it.
Okay.
Not asking. Okay.
So let me do a
Can
roll
this
for
take
that.
like 10 seconds? Because after I find out that he's an evil vampire who's eating the townsfolk who now are eating garlic and he can't eat them anymore, this joke won't be as funny. So can I, while the memory thing's going, can I ask him a question?
I don't know how it would work okay, I'll say the memory thing is just happening silently and he knows something is happening and you're getting information and you're asking the question, so he'll respond to you like just kind of frozen.
Have you tried the oats? Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with the mouse?
Oats are not really my cup of tea, so to speak. I prefer rich food.
But how do you know unless you tried them? Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox?
In a box? No. That sounds like an awful place to eat anything. With a fox, are you speaking metaphorically or literally?
Literally. Could you in a car eat them? Eat them.
What is a car?
True. But if you haven't tried the oats, how do you know if they're not delicious?
There is something about the oats that they feed to the flock of idiots that, I don't know. They are affected. I used to know many of the townspeople. I would consider them friends, but that might be because I am such of high status that I am blind to their actual relationship with me, and they are putting on a mask. But we would talk. We would tell jokes with each other, dance sometimes, have meals together. But now they are just alienated and, I don't know, just very distant.
So it's not the oats that are the problem. Well, I will.
Maybe it has to be the oats.
See.
I don't like the oats.
So while you guys are talking, so the memory spell, when cast, it says when you touch any target, you can see and hear exactly what it saw and heard throughout time. The throughout time part seems very
OP, as they say. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to say Belle only specifically wants to see and hear memories related to Scamantha likely and the oats.
Okay.
How many casts does that spell have?
3 casts.
That's amazing.
That is so broken.
And we didn't use one in the hospital.
No, we
No.
didn't. We ended up not
he
needing it.
confessed everything.
So, pertaining to Scamantha likely, initially, the Baron was very welcoming of anybody that wanted to move to Blutburg. Very excited. He loved to see the town grow. He loved to see the fancy things that the villagers would make. Like, he was proud of their craftsmanship and artisans and whatnot. And he thought, oh, an out-of-towner, that's great. I wonder what she's going to bring. But she would speak in the public. There's like a public area that you see kind of in the center of town. And initially it's like a speaking, almost an amphitheater-esque place, just a town plaza. But as you go through the memories, you can see that the plaza itself is being raised, and in its place they're erecting a temple. And over time, you see more and more townspeople wearing just these very ordinary clothes. Before, they were very festooned in these bright colors and patterns and fabrics, very rich and wonderful quality, huge dresses, hoop skirts at times, bustiers, fancy hairstyles. Now it's all just very plain. Like, no, everyone's kind of wearing the same thing, kind of a general set of, kind of like, not to reference Star Wars A New Hope too often, but kind of what Luke Skywalker is wearing on Tatooine. That just very plain cloth, white, totally styleless outfit. And Scamantha she can see that she's a compelling speaker. You can see that she has bodyguards that are clear. And so when the Baron tries to approach her, they kind of get between the Baron and her. And so he's a little unsure and unable to penetrate the force around her. And then the townspeople just slowly, their pupils are more dilated as they hear her speak. And that's kind of it. And you can feel an emotion of hate, like just what she's doing to the town, what she's doing to the people, and kind of the vibrancy of the culture diminishing.
I really don't like this Scamantha person.
Yeah, I don't either. She's awful.
She's so dull.
Well, yeah, she takes all the people's things and she sells them and buys more oats. Disgusting oats for those people. All they eat is oats. I hate the oats.
We have got to stop her and free these people. You should have seen it. They were all pretty and colorful, and some had balloon skirts and some had jewelry, and we have to bring the happiness back and get rid of the oats.
Yeah, I don't know if I've made that clear. I hate the oats. Scamantha
I feel
is
like I'm getting a hint here that you really dislike oats very specifically.
that is a personal preference. I know some people
okay.
have tried them in boxes and with foxes and in whatever a car is, and they seem to like them just fine, but not me.
But then the oats change their entire personality.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know what else that could be causing this, except for Scamantha. Ugh.
If I stopped wearing colorful clothes, I'd be sad too.
Yeah, what happened to your jacket? Oh, it's a mess, darling.
Oh no. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, she just stopped crying about that. Why did you have to bring that up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very, how you say, aesthetically centered, and I might have a little something. You're about my size. Let's see. One moment. He goes to the back. Not as shaky as he did when he got the bottle. But he comes and there's this beautiful velvet jacket. It's not quite the pink jacket that you had, but it's almost like a tuxedo coat. You know what I mean? But crushed velvet. It's like, I don't know if it fits with your eye, but if you would like to borrow this, I would be more than happy for you to wear this.
What color is it?
Maroon.
So, to describe Sophie, she's got dyed blonde hair, a pink skirt, a tattered pink jacket, and a pink ponytail, and then like white high socks and an undershirt. So I don't think maroon goes with her vibe, but she appreciates the gesture.
If you like, it is reversible. It is black on the inside. And black kind of goes with pink. I think maroon, definitely not. I tried it, but you're a mess.
He can definitely tell by her face that she's hesitant, but I mean, to be polite, she accepts the jacket. Outside, she might take it off, but she's being really nice about it right now.
I appreciate you being true to your character.
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Oh, it's no problem. If you would like, I would, perhaps when all this is done, I would love to have you over for dinner.
I don't really taste good, though.
Oh, you're funny. I love the way you think. No, I don't want to eat you. That would be disgusting.
Well, I mean, that's right. But then she seems unhappy.
He is receiving mixed messages and is not sure how to be a proper host.
She's just not, it's not a good
And
mood.
so he just chortles, ha 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 ha, as if the laughter will kind of sweep away any awkwardness.
She also tee-hees, and they're tee-heeing and ha-ha-haing, and you guys are like, what?
Okay, fantastic.
What's happening?
All right. I think we should probably just go to the town square. They've got a nice little plaza where they're making their big temple, and we'll probably find Scamantha and her bodyguards there.
Yeah. The
All right.
question is, do we want to go tonight or do we want to go in the morning?
Under cover of night. That's my vote.
Yeah.
So
And that's fine.
has Queenie finished the chalice of blood?
Yes.
Okay. He politely picks up the glass as a proper host would and holds it. And like he doesn't want to leave you, but you can tell he wants to kind of clean up after y'all.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. I guess my final question would be, how much are you paying us?
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't cough. I should have mentioned that in the letter. I'm so sorry. Do you accept gold?
Oh, yes. Excellent. Perfect.
Well, I can easily, I will pay you each your weight in gold.
What?
How about if I
Is
combine...
that our collective work? Are you paying us all, each of us, our collective weight in gold?
Traditionally, I like to, that is how I normally pay people by their weight, because it helps people who are on the heavier side not feel so bad about themselves because they get more gold, you see. And I try to be a polite host. Perhaps I will just combine your weights and split it evenly in thirds. Is that okay with you?
Yes, this seems more fair.
Aren't you guys glad I'm here?
Well, we're always glad you're here, Sophie.
Yes, so glad.
They sneak me a cinnamon roll.
Also, if you could deliver that Scamantha to me, I would pay you double.
It's a deal.
Wonderful.
Wait. No, can't deal with that. What are you going to do with her?
That is none of your concern. I will just make sure she never bothers my town again. What are you going to do with her, huh?
Well, I mean, probably drain her blood, but like, that's during a fair fight where she has a chance to fight back, as opposed to us just handing her over to you where she's not able to fight back. So I'm all about a fair fight, baby.
He ponders and says, what if after you drain the blood, you deliver her? Deal?
Her body?
Well, she might. Are you draining all of her blood? How thirsty are you?
I'm a thirsty bitch. Anyways, I don't know what's going to happen. I cannot predict the future. Only Sophia can do that. So what I mean is, I can't condone murder.
How about this?
Yeah.
Well, you are heroes. You are not. It's considerate self-defense of the town itself. And you protected the people of this town from the horrors of
here's
Scamantha.
the moral quandary that we're facing here, okay? So she's just a person who's moved into a town and hasn't necessarily done anything wrong that we've decided so far. So until we decide that she's done something truly wrong, I can't agree to bring her back to you, bloodless or not. Like, it's just...
Look, I'm paying you either way. If you bring her or not, I just say double if you bring her.
Got it.
And preferably not dead. That's gross.
I don't know if I can do that. But
I
we'll
understand.
See. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we can play it by ear, as they say. It's fine.
I don't have ears, but yeah, that works.
I'm sure you have ear canals. I've read up on bees. They're very fascinating.
Oh, you know of my kind.
She would flip her hair if she had any.
You just see a wave of bees just kind of move as if their hair. Delightful. All right, how about this? You may drain maybe half blood and bring her with half blood.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. If things go the way that we are hoping that they'll go, we'll put her at half blood level.
I understand it's not a precise science for vampires, maybe. So,
No, we can be very precise if we want to. If I only assign 200 bees, then the draw power of it would be, I don't know.
That's fascinating. So he's rubbing his goatee, fascinated. Oh, yeah,
Boring.
pretty nice.
Let's just go and get started. We can do all the math later.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
All right, Baron. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, if you need a place to stay after or during, I don't know how long this will take, maybe weeks, months. Scamantha is very, I don't know how effective you are. I've heard rumors that 5 pretty kittens is the best, which is why I sent the letter. But if you want to stay for extended period, there is an inn in town, but it is very quaint, very aesthetically blah. But if you want to stay in the rich castle, you are my guests.
Well, the hope is that we get this done tonight. But we'll take you up on your offer if we need to. Okay, bye-bye.
I will prepare the gold. Bye. Have a good mission.
And as we leave, the results of the Google search are bees don't have ears because only things descended from fish have ears because fish gills became inner ears. So all insects don't have ears because they were never fish, unlike
That's
us.
so cool.
Then you know that Jacob is a liar.
The truth is revealed.
He doesn't know bees at all. I tell
But
you
he
what,
made me feel special, so that's a good host right there.
Yeah.
that's you can tell that's his prime directive of sorts is to be an amiable host. All right, are you all
So we exit the castle.
okay? At this
Maybe?
point, yeah, if you want to, yes. but I would like to say now would be a good time to have a break. So you can exit the castle. You can think about what to discuss with each other, what to do. Maybe go back in the castle and ask for directions. Who knows? All right. So what we'll do is we'll take a break. Joining us for the first half of this exciting episode have been Sophie, Belle,
Yay!
and Queenie.
Maybe he's not a vampire. Maybe he's a necromancer, and that's why he wants her. But he said he doesn't like dead bodies. Anyways, we'll see you after this, guys.
Yes,
Bye.
and
sorry.
not yet, GM. Before we sign off, I just want to remind everyone that we love hearing from you about how much you love the show. So feel free to leave a review in whatever medium you listen to your podcasts. Okay, now bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Today's mid-episode shout-out is, quote, "To my dedicated firefighter, Mateo. Your courage and selflessness are remarkable. You're a true hero. Thank you for being willing to do this job that brings with it everything that it does." End quote. Is there an episode of Fire Breathing Kittens that would make someone you know smile? Telling them about it would help us. Thank you.
It's the mid-episode break. Did you know? We don't pay to advertise the show, so the only way we can grow is if you tell someone about us. Is there someone you know who would smile at this episode? Sharing it with them would help us. Thank you.
Welcome back to the episode, listener. You were probably wondering what happened in the first half of this episode. I know you listened to the mid-episode break and went, what happened? Thankfully, one of our players is going to tell you. And it's going to be the TLDR version. Just boom, boom, boom. Here's what happened. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10, and I'm going to write it on a piece of paper because, that seems more legitimate. And then
I'm 10.
All right. Other players, what are your numbers?
7.
8.
Oh my gosh. It was
No.
8. It's too late. Sophie, you won the prize.
Dang it.
Please. That's why I wrote it down, because otherwise you'd be like, no. So please regale us with what happened in the first half of this episode.
First, I concur. There was a paper with an 8 written on it. Would have been a great time to write out all 10 numbers, just saying. And also, second, I think this is the first time I've done an episode recap in at least 100 episodes.
Yay.
So, all right. What we've learned from the perspective of the player, not the character who would probably just say that her jacket was ruined. So we've learned Ilvana is the guild head, but she tells people she's just the bartender. And maybe one day in the past she was, but the role has been pushed on her, much like how when you boss people around, sometimes they think you're in charge. The guild hall attic has Queenie hive in it. Kenko brought a letter and then fled because he's allergic to bees, saying, I need a hero. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Someone's gotta be strong and they've gotta be, oh no, they're bees. And he ran and he tried to die in a puddle, but Sophie thwarted him. She thought she was beating him up, and she happened to do it to the tempo of staying alive. And her punches pushed him into a beer hall, and everyone there called the paramedic because of course they did. And the paramedics, like this giant of a guy, thinks she saved him. She nodded along. The note they opened said Baron Jakob Hallspicer needed their help because the citizens of Blutburg were affected by a cult or a plague. They show up and he says it's a plague. Oh, they showed up through a portal because the hospital that they took the dying messenger to, because he walked for a month. He's going to be so angry when we just teleport back and then a day has passed and we're like, we went there and back. Why didn't you do that? He's nearly died from it. Anyway, so then I quoted green eggs and ham at Baron Jakob Hellspicer and asked him why he didn't just try the oats. And he told me because they don't wear colors. And I was like, whoa, I'm on your side. That's all you had to say. So now these no life, no spirit people who are being ruled by Scamantha likely shall apparently be awake at this time of night as we investigate. And I don't think it's raining because we're like a month's travel away.
That is correct. It's a different weather situation where you're at because it would have been a very long journey. Great summary.
And we traveled south, so it's still dark.
Correctly. Yeah, yes, exactly. That's the word I was trying to say. Correct and exactly combined don't make the right word for this situation. Because if I said...
we learned that you can buy Queenie off with a bottle of good blood. So keep that on hand in case you need to invite any vampire bees who may or may not need to be invited into your castle home.
Right. And maroon clashes with Sophie's clothes. Ruined jacket.
Yes.
Okay. I think the listener is edified. Go ahead. You said and. Help them out.
Okay. And Belle should stop trying to lift heavy things.
Yes, lesson learned.
Even if it's her weight in gold.
I can't believe he was going to give me I'm like a few ounces. That's so rude.
Welcome to Alloyed RPG. Oh, by the way, something I forgot to say at the beginning. We might make some mistakes because we haven't played this before. I'm sure there are plenty, but what you should do as a listener is play this game yourself with some friends. Expose the mistakes that we made and go, of course. And then there you go. All right, shall we resume? Thank you for the summary, Sophie. All right, you are standing outside of Castle Blutburg. Before you is the path that leads down to the village and the sign that says, Welcome to Blutburg. It is dark because it is night. Queenie, as previously discussed, wears a hooded robe to prevent the sun. It's optional for you here.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess it's always optional. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you
It
what
is
to do.
optional if I don't want to die. I mean, it's
Right.
optional if I don't care about dying. Yeah.
There we go. Well, thankfully, this session is set at night. Who knew? All right. What are you going to do, players?
Well, I saw in Baron Jakob's memories that Scamantha likely was once surrounded by bodyguards who blocked him every time he tried to go and talk to her. And that they're erecting some kind of oat temple in the public, like in the town plaza. So I think that's as good a place as any to get started. I'm thinking that Scamantha's probably asleep and her bodyguards probably aren't. So maybe we can be a little sneaky.
And if that fails, we just say we want to join.
That's so smart, Sophie.
Thanks. Wait, did I roleplay badly?
No. Even a trash can gets a steak once in a while, you know what I mean? So don't worry about it.
That's such a good... I've never heard that phrase before.
All right, so I assume you're walking down toward the town, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, you walk toward the town. It's a little bit of a distance because the way the castle was situated, as is the case with most fantasy novels and movies and media of all sorts, the castle is sitting upon a cliff precipice overlooking the town. So to get to the town, it's a little bit, probably just a couple of miles, but you can see it the whole way. You see the outlines of houses around the town. None of them are illuminated, like there are no lights on, but there is a collection of lights centered toward the middle of town, mostly in the direct middle, but there are a couple of edifices that through the windows you can see the lights are on. You know what I mean? And so as you're walking, you get the sense that the outer houses have not been lived in. They're kind of boarded up and they're not really directly accessible to the non-adventuring person. Does that make sense? So, also at the edge of town, where the houses begin, there is a map like you would see at a national park or a mall, with a convenient arrow that says you are here, and then it highlights points of interest. So these might be places you would want to visit. Or not. It's up to you. It's your game. It has the castle listed number 1, and it's behind you. Just so you know, you were just there. You recognize that. There is the bar, but you note that somebody has scratched out the word. And there is the baker, the blacksmith, the inn, and written in what you, I guess, an equivalent of permanent marker, temple. They're all, besides the castle, fairly centrally located.
A question for Belle.
Yes.
How many inches tall are you as a canary?
You know, I did look this up once when I was...
Well, like a normal canary.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think it's probably 3 inches.
How many inches tall are you as a pixie?
6 inches. I doubled that height.
This is just the player, not the character, but I think the bees could kind of like separate a little bit and store the cloak somewhere. I could be a pixie and you could be a canary, and we could have the best stealth I've ever heard of for any party ever.
That's very true, actually.
And this is on top of your overwhelmingly overpowered abilities that you've already used just a handful of times and still have access to. Is this correct?
Yes. So I do want to mention, we forgot this portion with the memory spell, but you do have to roll to cast a spell. And I just read the rule for that. So it's technically like a 1d20 plus your spirit against a target's 10 plus their spirit modifier. So
yeah,
you know what?
Yeah,
you passed.
But, yeah, I have a +3 to spirit right now because of the portal, so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But I wanted to point that out, where technically we are not supposed to be superpowered beings.
I rolled for my chrono thingy.
That's true, you did.
So we're mostly rolling. We're sometimes rolling.
Remember that thing about making mistakes? You're covered.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're fine. Okay. Oh, I know. Your next one, you should roll twice.
Ooh.
Like at disadvantage, or?
Yeah, if either of them fails, right?
Or you would take the lower of the two?
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's see what the situation presents, and we'll go from there.
Because dark vision says you and your party can see in the dark, and we could be a spread out swarm of bees, a 3-inch canary, and a 6-inch pixie in the dark. All of us can see in the dark, and I have X-ray vision.
I like that.
But
I've got another idea.
Would Belle give up her pixie body is the question?
That's the question.
Your thumb wouldn't be broken.
I know. And I think that's really the big thing here right now. Like, my left thumb is still broken. So I think a good idea would be this. So Belle will give you her little charm after she tries to cast the animate spell on Queenie's cloak, if that's okay. Because I think that could serve as a good diversion. Like, you know, it's human sized. So that'd be a good way to like get any people who might like see us.
Oh, we can't do that with my cloak, because my cloak in this game is actually magical. And I think it camouflages me, because I wrote on my sheet that I wrote camouflage and then provided no explanation for myself whatsoever.
That's good to be vague.
It's called the Cloak of Cloaking. It says always camouflage.
Well, actually, I think we could still use the animate spell, because animate says inanimate objects of small to medium size assembled to create a large golem under your control, lasts for 3 rounds and good for 1 cast. So we can literally just like wreak havoc in the temple or outside of it, and use that as a diversion for us to sneak in, and also to like empty out the temple.
I'm surprised that you aren't using I just keep thinking like a little rascal situation where people are on each other's shoulders with a coat. And you're like these tiny players with this big cloak, and you're like, yes, we're one thing.
Oldest trick in the
Yes,
book.
one
They'll see
giant
right through it.
thing.
So
Cloak of cloaking. Yeah, a hooded cape that always camouflages the wearer. And that's it. Like, the objects in this game are kind of OP. Like,
Alloyd sells itself as D&D without the math.
I can see that, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it was also sold as like amenable to one shots, which it absolutely is because you don't have to do a lot of that.
Well, sure. I mean, you have here pit of pitting, a peach pit that becomes a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot hole / pit wherever it is dropped. What do you mean? You could just do that? Like a pick of picking, a lock pick that always successfully picks any lock, even if closed by magic. What the hell's the point of locks then?
Oh, you should have had a pick of picking. Gosh.
Right.
I think if you had a lock of locking, you might be okay.
They do not have a lock of locking, unfortunately.
Well, then I guess you're screwed.
Yep. Anyway, so I have my cloak of cloaking that permanently camouflages me somehow. But we could, Queenie, sorry.
We could turn it into, we could make it a distraction. You could turn it into a sentient creature and have it, like, wreak havoc around the town while we were investigating things. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you think so.
She's already done it. Oh, no.
Let's see that roll.
Okay.
Just so we're clear, has the pixie form already happened where...
No, not yet. I am...
Okay.
Belle is only kind of stalling.
No problem. I just want to make sure I know what to anticipate.
Yeah. But also she can't do magic in her canary form. Like she's... Like she kind of can. It's a little... But like canonically she has magic, but she doesn't have the appendages to perform spells as a canary, which is why she so loves her humanoid form. And why she had her puppet beforehand in last season.
Right.
Okay, so I rolled a 16 plus a 3 is a 19. So
Yeah, that
I'm
passes.
pretty sure
You did it. So describe what you've done.
Oh, that's true. Second, if you want.
Oh, second roll, right. That's right.
Oh, that's a 7 plus 3 is a 10. So
That also passes.
Woo!
woo!
So describe this animation and what you command this golem to do. Golem?
So it's just kind of like a regular cloak, and I go over and I just boop it on the head, like on the hooded part, and it like spins up and grows into this large golem. But you can only see it for a split second because then it just blends into the night.
A camouflage golem. How delightful. As a GM, I'm
Exactly.
very excited to counter this.
So Belle just says, go and bring destruction, but don't actually hurt anybody. We just want to distract people and empty out the temple. So probably do it like across the street and we should be good. And remember, no killing people or hurting people if you can help it.
You see what you imagine to be the wheels turning inside the mind of this under brain-powered golem going, no kill, no hurt. What? Third?
Reap destruction.
Reap destruction. Okay.
Yes.
You see this golem, or what you perceive to be the shifting of what is a golem, but it's really hard to see, it being dark and it being camouflaged. Walking through, stomp, stomp, stomp. You can hear it more than you can see it. And as it nears the places across the street from the center of town, you hear a growing commotion. First you hear a woman shouting, one, like get me out of here, help me, something's here, followed by the confused and murmuring of people that, let me see if I can put this into perspective. Okay, have you ever either yourself or known someone that has just woken up and you're just a little bit disoriented and you need to act, but you're not sure, like it takes a while to kind of start moving or start really putting things together? That's the style of sounds that are coming from most everybody except for that one woman. And then you hear a bunch of like crunching and destroying, and then you hear the clear voice of the golem saying, "Destruction fun." And then boom, 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 you hear things kind of shaking, not collapsing right away, but they're on their way.
Okay, so Belle turns to Sophie and like she locks eyes with you, Sophie. She's so dead serious. She says, "Sophie, you do not lose this, okay? And you give it back to me as soon as we're done, because I can't talk, I can't do magic without being in this form, and this hair tie gives me that, so don't lose it."
Sophie's afraid of the hair tie now. Like, she puts it on her head, on her ponytail, but like she's also nervous.
As she should be.
Like how a person feels when they're wearing their own wedding dress and it's like nothing should get on this. Like nothing.
Yep. And Belle, just as soon as it's out of her hair and in Sophie's hands, just immediately turns into a little mundane canary. Tweet, tweet.
I'm
Nice.
saying that's excellent camouflage.
So true.
Who's
Tweet,
going to
tweet, tweet,
suspect
tweet, tweet.
the canary with the memory reading magic and destruction golem? I mean, yeah.
Okay, I will say that as you transform into the canary, that one of the toes on your left foot is like the thumb equivalent is in that splint and still hurt.
Oh, darn it.
No.
I thought I would be all better.
But you can fly.
Queenie goes, "Why didn't we just get you healed at the hospital?"
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Wait, I'm a bee.
Dang, I
Can
gotta
I
learn to
talk
whistle.
with? Can I talk with birds?
Birds and bees, they go together for a
There
reason.
we go. Okay.
Literally bees. Like,
Yeah.
I really didn't think I would need to have my thumb fixed and it would just take too long, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll be over soon.
I would like to. Alloyd's pretty open, right? Can I cast a spell to talk to animals? Literally, there's a spell called Animal Speak.
There you go.
Do you have that in your character sheet?
No,
Then no.
I just wanted.
But
it.
I will say I will say you can understand Canary Belle,
Okay.
but it's unclear whether Belle can understand you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys can't see the hand-eye thing I'm doing right now. Point at both my eyes, point at both your eyes. We don't need words. We don't need words. Also, there's nothing going on up there anyway for Sophie, so like you don't need
Right.
Yeah, like Queenie's definitely the ringleader at this point.
Yeah, you point, we'll go.
Oh no, we've made a mistake.
It's been this entire game. It's just a series of falling forward.
So I will say that while this transformation is happening, the golem has attracted the attention of the people that are awake, as well as the bodyguards. And so because it's a large quantity of people, we're going to use the horde mechanic. And the way that works in Alloyd RPG is when you have a battle, usually you'd roll like an initiative, and whoever rolls highest, it's the roll plus spirit, that person goes first, and then you go clockwise around the table. And we have preset positions where it would be GM, and then clockwise would be Sophie, and then Queenie, and then Belle. But with the horde mechanic, it's a little bit different. Everybody kind of goes at once, and what you do is you write down what you're going to do on the move. Everybody does this simultaneously, and then it happens at once. And so the golem says it's good for 3 rounds. And so I'm gonna say that that's gonna start with battle, and you can choose to engage in the battle also or not. And so if, for example, the golem is loses its animation or is defeated, but you don't engage, they won't suspect you because you're far away and you're also small. But if you choose to engage, it's a different story. And you can choose to do that. You can write on your thing, I'm going to do nothing, or I'm going to watch, or I'm going to pretend to eat popcorn, or, whatever. Enjoy the show. So, just so we're clear, we've got Golem controlled by Belle. We're going to have 3 bodyguards, and we'll say 4 townspeople. And they each have...
Do you have that many differently colored dice?
I don't, but I'm gonna roll them in a specific order. It'll be bodyguard 1, 2, 3, and then townsperson 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I think since we're not in person at a table, there will have to be some trust involved.
We always, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the allied rules are like, make each person a different colored dice, and then roll all of the hit rolls at once, and then roll all the damage based on anybody who hits. So, like, if you're the purple dice, and the purple dice gets a 19, you hit, like that.
Yeah.
And order is a great alternative, because the second dice is you. The second dice got a 2. You missed. Yeah.
Right, but I just have to assign who's doing what. It's simplified, at least for the first round, because all of them are just going to move or attack or do an action with the golem, right? In Alloyd RPG, it's not move and attack, it's move or attack. So you can choose to move, or you can choose to attack, or you can choose to take an action of some sort. And move, there's no distance per se, just be reasonable with however much you think you can reasonably get to in a move is a move. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Everybody's nodding, listener, so I think I've done my job. Okay, so what I will do is combat has started, and there are... Oops. Give me one moment. I was not prepared for this. You may be surprised with your shenanigans. Gosh. Okay. Golem Controller Belle. Of the 3 bodyguards and the 4 townspeople, can you please tell me what you plan to do? And then I will reveal what they have chosen to do.
So Belle has chosen to attack a building with the golem.
All right. Fair. What the townspeople have done is they are noticing it, and what they did is they roused the bodyguards, and now they're closing. So they're all moving toward the golem. So now all 7 of them are in range of attack. So that was round 1. So round 2, what is the golem doing?
The golem's going to try and jump over them.
Okay. That is a move. I don't think you roll for moves. And I think it's a big... I got to think about this. It's a small to medium-sized thing made out of a magic cloak.
Or it's actually a large golem.
Oh, okay. Then I say it's successful. So do you jump over them in a way that distances yourself from them so they have to move toward you again?
Yes. So the thought is to, because I told it not to hurt anybody if it can help it, the thought is to draw them away from the temple.
Okay. Can you see or hear anything associated with the golem from your perspective?
No.
Okay.
It just acts.
Okay. It does that. It lands toward the center of what was the plaza, but where the construction of the temple is happening. You hear the scream of a lady, and you hear her saying, "It's close to me. Get me out of here." And then we will proceed with what they are going to do, which they were all going to attack the golem where it was. And so since it's the horde mechanic, they were all attacking. Some of them missed, just even if you were standing there, they would have missed. But since you moved, I'm a little unclear how this happens because
All
they
their
would have
attacks
attacked.
that would hit. So you can move. You move at the same time as they hit you. It's sort of like the gauntlet where they whack you as you walk past.
Okay, that makes sense. So some of them hit the golem. 1, 2. So
So
one.
golem is target 10, HP is 20.
Okay.
20.
Oh yeah, it's
20?
Yeah, no, that's a
the-
lot of HP in this game.
The golem is very beefy. 4 of them hit you, but they don't. Only the bodyguards have weapons. The townspeople don't. So what that means in Alloyed RPG, if you have a weapon, you deal heavy damage. If you're just using your fists, it's light damage. And then medium damage, I think, is an improvised weapon like a broom or a bottle or anything. So 1 bodyguard hits, and so I don't recall how the attack works, because you divide the d20, right?
Yeah. Here, I'll read it for you. I put this on my character sheet because I thought it needed to be on the character sheets.
That's
Just
cool.
a small suggestion. Unarmed, a d20 divided by 10 rounded up. With any gear like your tennis shoe, the damage you deal is a d20 divided by 5 rounded up. So 10, unarmed, divide by 5 for any gear. With your weapon, it's d20 divided by 2 rounded up. And a natural 20 is literally 2 dice rolled, and it's the d20 divided by 2.
Okay.
Man, it would be great if that was on everybody's character sheet.
All right, so 4 of them hit, and the total from all 4 is minus 10.
Okay.
So
My
that was
poor
the
golem.
that was the end of round 2 for the battle. Players, did any of you? I'm assuming you're not engaging, but can I
I
confirm
wrote this
that?
down. I got a really big marker so you can see it. What does it say?
Move to oats.
Right, so I don't mean
I
to.
also, Queenie goes to the temple to look for oats. Cross it out multiple times because I couldn't decide what I was doing.
So we don't necessarily know that we're going to the oats, but we're like, oh, commotion, and we like try to rush there. What did you write?
Oats.
Okay.
Really? Did all 3 of us write oats?
Nice. So
I mean,
all
that's
of
the
you.
thing he was pissed off about. It's like, that's what I'm thinking.
We want to go
So
find
I would-
oats.
I would say that all of you, since you're flying creatures, would travel farther than like a walking person. You know what I mean? So I would say that you are now in the plaza area, and what you see is you saw the golem jumping, you saw the attack. You see a lady in stocks in the middle of the plaza. Behind her is a temple that's under construction that is eerily reminiscent of the construction that you were doing in the guild hall. Like they're fixing up walls and whatnot. You see a sign above the temple that says Temple Rainblut, and on the far side you see just the attacks happening with the golem and the people. I will also add, since you're all specifically looking for oats, there are silos on either side of the temple construction area that might hold oats.
Question, do we see Scamantha likely? Scamantha.
Scamantha? I've heard it both
Yeah.
ways. You don't know how you would recognize her. So you see a bunch of villagers that are dressed in drab clothing. You see the golem. The bodyguards have like a sash, so everybody's kind of wearing beige. These are an off beige sash. So it's like they clearly represent authority. Hey, Bland
It's
is
like a tan sash. Okay.
in. Yes. Sophie would be
Tan
disgusted.
sash on top of a brown.
A white,
Faded
Like
brown
khaki,
robe.
maybe?
Yeah. They look like
Yeah.
oats.
Oh no.
So that's what you don't, but you don't see anybody else that would stand out. So if Scamantha is wearing either the sash or just the regular outfit, she might be there. She
Wait,
might not.
but who's the woman screaming, "Get them away from me"?
That is the lady in the stockade.
Oh.
So she's in the stocks, like with her head and hands in a
Yeah.
thing. And she is like, "Get that thing away from me." By the way, she is not wearing anything bland. She's wearing, I think, a tasteful blouse and some pantaloons, which would be risque in some places, but not here. Well, I guess not in the former Blutburg.
Right.
So, question, GM, would I have seen what Scamantha looks like from the Baron's memories?
Oh, as a matter of fact, you would have, yes. You don't
Okay.
see her in the fray, but you know that she, because the Baron has tried to engage with her or even sometimes wish her harm, you know that she kind of resides in a room off the center of the temple, like almost one of the only complete portions that's constructed.
Okay. So, because I don't want us to have any attention drawn, I'm not going to tweet anything, but I will go and fly in that general direction and hope that they follow me.
Of course.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
The swarm is right on her tail feathers.
Cool. All right. This is round 3. This will be the last round the golem is active. Let me roll. That's not the button. And then you tell me what you're going to do.
The golem is going to run. I guess like 2 blocks. If he can make it.
Yeah, it's a magical animated entity. I don't see them constrained by stamina or muscle or anything like that, so I'll give it to you.
Excellent.
Which
just drawing
direction?
them further down.
Like toward where you came in?
No, away.
Okay, so like behind the temple from your perspective.
Yes. Like I want the temple to be as unguarded as possible.
Okay. And I only say that because I'm also revealing what they're doing. They were all moving toward the location where the golem was. And so nobody was able to attack. Nobody has a ranged weapon. And so
Nice.
your golem makes it 2 blocks that way. And then disincorporates. What do the 3 of you do in this time?
I mean, Belle is
Move to oats.
We are
All right.
we are moving to the oats.
and I'm trying to look out for that like person that I saw in the memories
Okay.
while moving towards Oats.
All right.
Or I guess like to that specific room in the temple.
Okay. So they're going to the oats, you're going to the room. What I will say then is you do that. You make it to the doorbell. You're there. They are at a silo just off that room. It's within a move distance, we'll say. The golem makes it 2 blocks, which is an incredible distance. And because of all the movement, even though camouflage, the townspeople and the bodyguards see something and they start running that way. And because of the distance, it's going to take them a while to catch up. And so I would say, even still in the horde mechanic, actually, we can probably drop out of it for now because conflict kind of ends, the golem disappears, and it's going to take them a while to get to where the golem was and then a while to figure out where the golem went. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So-
That's great.
All that's left in the temple construction area, there were 3 townspeople that did not engage in the fight. There's the one lady in the stocks. There's the unguarded temple, effectively. And then there are the other locations that surround that. It would be like a downtown plaza, like the baker, the blacksmith, the inn, all that stuff is right there also. So we're dropping out of attack, and now it is up to you to determine what you're doing.
So Belle is going to do what she can to try and locate Scamantha.
Okay. Can you see in the dark?
Oh.
This spell is not limited by position. It says my party. So let me read this to you. X-ray vision. You can see through... Oh, wait, no. Dark vision. You and your party can see in the dark. Lasts for 2 rounds. Good for 3 casts. doesn't matter where my party is.
That sounds pretty great.
Let's try to cast that.
Yeah, let's do it properly this time and roll. I mean, not that you didn't last time.
That's a 13 on the dice.
And
I
that
didn't
succeeds.
add my spirit last time, but yeah, 15
All right.
overall.
Very good. That succeeds. You now all have dark vision, and everything becomes a lot clearer. Like there were some torches and whatnot, some soft light, but now that's greatly amplified, and it's as if it's daytime.
It only lasts
So-
2 rounds.
Well, in the context of this, we'll say that's maybe 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That is enough to... Belle can easily see the door where Scamantha usually is, and because it's illuminated, so to speak, there is a sign that says, Scamantha's headquarters, keep out.
If only I had hands to open the door. And I don't have my friends with me either.
Yeah, I didn't cast that dark vision for you. I cast it because we're looking for oats.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, I'll convey that to the oat seekers. So the two of you do find the silo of oats, and it's covered, but it has like a hatch, so it's accessible. And so one could open it, and then oats could come out, presumably.
Let's do
Nah,
it.
I'm going to use X-ray.
Oh, never mind. Okay, you do it. X-ray vision. Got it.
We spoke at the same time. Do you want to open it?
Nope. I want you to see you. Yeah, I want you to use your beautiful ability, please.
I got a 7, and I have a spirit of 2, so I fail.
You did fail. So you focus on it, and I'll say that this new pixie form is a little bit uncomfortable with 2 eyes. That's just weird. And you don't know how to process that. And so it fails.
That makes sense. But we can see in the dark, Queenie, just to let you know.
For the next
So if
20
you
to
wanna-
30 seconds.
If you want to peek in the hatch real quick, you can see,
I will.
but don't get, crushed by oats.
I will send
say-
in a couple. Oh, go for it.
I was just going to say, not that I'm trying to make it easy for you, but the toward the top of the silo, you see, especially with the dark vision, there are kind of eaves that hang out and then holes for ventilation, which seems atypical. Like, why would you have that with oats that could get wet and mold and all that stuff? But that's the way they've constructed these silos for whatever reason.
Perfect. I will send a couple of my drones up there to go into the holes and investigate.
All right. They fly up there without issue. I need you to roll a d20.
Okay, can do. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, baby. That is a 19 on the die.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Wow.
so what your drones experience is, have you ever been to somebody's house and they lit a candle that they thought smelled so great, but when you walked into their house, you were overpowered and could not stay in that house? You're like, whoa! Well, if you haven't...
I mean, I haven't been so rude as to leave before, but
well,
I
you
have
can
tolerated.
say whoa on the inside. Okay.
Yes.
That's what your drones experience, but they're able to kind of shake it off a little bit and maintain. So there's something about these oats. They're very, you can tell that they have, because you're a bee and you have that kind of, I would say you have a preternatural
That relationship
advantage.
with plants. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. You can tell that the oats are very nutrient dense, but something's off about them. And
If
that
one of my bees takes a nibble,
yeah, you could do that.
a bee will take a nibble.
All right, roll a d20.
Okay. Oh no. That's a 3 on the die there.
Oh, well, of the 2 bees, the one that took a nibble, how could I describe this? Seems a lot more mellow and a lot kind of just emotionally flat and is just cool with whatever, you know?
Got it. How does this? I don't know how this would affect the rest of the bees.
That headache is just starting to wear off. I guess I should have been having you roll at disadvantage. I forgot about that, but it's fine.
Okay. I don't know that I've rolled anything. Oh, well, no, those two that I just rolled, but
Right, exactly.
so what does it matter? Okay, the two drones will come back and Queenie will say, okay, all right, so something's definitely up with those oats, man. I mean, I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling good. We are a hive mind, so.
Is this okay, if it's a hive mind, I would like you to reduce your spirit by 1.
Okay. That sucks.
This is bad stuff, dude.
Yeah.
But you do feel like satiated from an appetite perspective. Like that was really good.
Which is weird because we're vampires.
Yeah, that is weird. You
and
are
also
in a
bees
quandary.
that only eat pollen.
Maybe there's something up with these oats. I don't know.
She will report back to Sofia and say, we gotta burn it down, man. We gotta burn it all down.
Okay. I don't have a fire spell, but
That's okay. I have an arcane rocket.
there we go.
What?
Okay.
I was over here about to metagame and be like, oh, I've got a fire starting kit, but I like the rocket more.
Queenie's ready to burn these oats down, man.
Yeah, she's not asking any questions. She's just going to try to be helpful. Like, do you want like I don't have anything that can light a fire.
That's okay. So my arcane rocket is 3 incendiary rockets that can launch up to 3 separate targets, dealing heavy damage to each target. Good for 2 casts.
Do you want me to find like a place for us to hide behind so that when that goes boom, we don't get blown away? I'll go check over here. I'm gonna look for
It's probably
a
a good
hiding.
idea. We should probably find a hiding spot before I cast this.
GM, is there anything resembling a blast shield?
Well, you're in an open plaza area, and so the blast shield probably would be the businesses or homes around that area. So you could barricade yourself like in one of those places or behind one of those places.
I could listen to the exact words you're saying, or I could infer that we're about to cause civilian casualties.
I don't know.
But playing as Sofia, I think I just am like, okay, let's, you see this high density living building, this like apartment complex? Let's just duck behind it.
Okay.
Great.
We will duck
All right.
behind it, and then I will launch my incendiary rockets at both of the silos. Pew pew.
All right, please roll. No longer at disadvantage. We'll pretend you were doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
2 rolls, sorry.
2 rolls. I have to do 2 rolls?
Well, you're casting it twice, effectively, right? Or is it
No.
the 3 rockets?
I get 3
Okay.
rockets per cast.
Ah, my mistake. Okay.
Oh
so
my
one
God.
roll, and if successful, tell me where the rockets are heading.
Ooh, and if not successful, the GM will.
And I'm adding my spirit onto it. Is that right? For magic?
Yes, all magic.
Okay.
Right.
So with a +1, I got 16 on the die, and so with a +1, that makes a 17.
That is successful. Please tell me where the rockets go, and I will tell you what happens.
Both of the silos. Pew pew. And can I aim for the construction side of the temple where I know there's no one there?
Yeah, absolutely. This is your game, y'all.
Yep. I would like to aim for the least amount of loss of life.
Very good. Okay, you do that. You see the silos. I don't know if you've ever seen or been cautioned about open flames in mills.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I haven't. I've never been to a mill before in my life, but I assume
Okay.
that would be a bad place to have an open flame.
Yes, because the powder of the flour is extremely flammable and can cause explosions. What you may not have noticed, because your bee is now super chill, which makes you super chill, is that there's not only oats in there, but kind of debris that the wind is kicking up because of those portholes. Mm-hmm. And so you have kind of a 1/3 full of oats and 2/3 full of oat particulates. And so when the rocket hits, it ignites in a way that is not the way you would expect oats to behave normally. But both silos go up like, I would say like those cases of fireworks that you'd get on the 4th of July that you light them and they just go meow, 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 and shoot up, 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 up. That's what's happening with both of those silos. And basically 2 braziers of oats.
Good job.
Thanks. I'm learning. And the sound of the explosion and the heat and the light get everybody's attention. Plus, you have the 3rd rocket that's hitting the incomplete part of the temple that it isn't as flammable, but definitely causes structural damage and some things collapse. You don't hear anybody crushed or in pain or anything. You do hear the lady in the stocks freaking out because first it was the golem and now it's these 2 explosions and, well, I guess 3. And she is jumping, trying to free herself and rubbing her wrists raw, trying to escape.
Oh, yeah.
In the commotion, the door to Scamantha's headquarters, as it's called, bursts open. She comes out, and her eyes are this weird kind of violet gold mix. And you can see this with the dark vision. So just want to be clear. And also, I guess, the overwhelming light from the silos being on fire. And she's like, what is going on out here? And she looks this way and that, and I'm just going to narrate what she's doing, and then you can interrupt at any time and tell me what you want to do. And so she starts looking at the silos and is just fuming. You can see just on her face and her body language, it's just like, oh, where are those bodyguards? Oh, those worthless pieces of crap.
Oh, dear. I'm going to... I'm a bird. What can I actually do?
Oh, I will say, Scamantha is not wearing the bland clothing. She is wearing deep green robes with gold ornamentation, like necklaces, earrings, rings, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, okay. GM, I'm going to ask you this as a ruling. So I know I've said that I normally can't do any kind of magic in my canary form because I usually need humanoid limbs. But the memory spell says it only requires touch. So what are your thoughts on that? Would I be able to do it?
In the context of this rule set, absolutely. Because it doesn't say you need limbs to cast it. If it's just touch, I mean, you could snuggle up by her ankle or land on her head or whatever constitutes touching, or I'm assuming Scamantha, but touching whomever.
Have I mentioned how terrifying our group?
Yeah.
By terrifying, you mean fucking cool.
If you want to have a group as cool as this, consider playing Alloyed RPG with your friends.
And you can have a mirror of mirroring. And
They still won't be as cool as us.
Well,
anyways.
So here's the thing. So assuming that my memory roll passes, because it's going to be 10 plus, but I have to beat 10 plus Scamantha's spirit. And I don't know. Her spirit might be pretty high. But if I pass, I would love to then also cast amnesia if I'm able to do it, which allows me to basically disintegrate 3 core memories of the person I cast it on, which would be really cool.
Holy shit.
The spells.
Yeah, I saw your character sheet coming into this. I'm like, oh boy, this can go sideways very fast. So yeah,
she's so Belle. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting characterization going on with this character that I was not expecting. But yeah, so let's see if that memory works. Belle is going to go and basically grasp like the top of Scamantha's head, and entangle her talons, her itty bitty talons, in her hair.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
That's a 19 plus 3 is 22.
I would say that passes. So, tell me what memories you're interested in.
I am interested in her motivations and an explanation, like why is she doing this and how is she doing this?
Okay. So basically reveal all the secrets of her backstory.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Okay. She is what you would call a biochemist. And she has been, and with a hobby of agriculture. You know, she just loves growing stuff. And she was a normal agriculturess, I guess. And what she discovered one day, somewhat by accident, is a compound that when applied to certain plants, but the most effective plant for this would be oats. It would not only increase the nutrient value, but also it would kind of act like an MAOI, where it would make you very flat and not like super happy or super sad, just kind of flat emotionally, but also very suggestible. And she thought, being a biochemist, there is a market for this. But instead of releasing this as a potential panacea for people who are low on nutrients and very strong-willed, she said, I think I could make more if I start my own organization. And so you see her, and she begins, she wouldn't call it a religion, but it effectively is called the Legitimate Order of the Sanctified. And so she tries to go and see what different towns would be most susceptible to this. And she finds Blutburg. And what she finds in Blutburg are the people are wild. Everybody's living life to the fullest, we'll say. She does notice that in Blutburg there is a rash of kidnappings, but they don't last. So like somebody will disappear, but then they'll reappear roughly 3 days later, but just feeling very sick and pale. And she's like, most people blame it on just the wild living that they have. And so she's like, aha, this is what I'm going to do. And so she offers a life of stability and unity and purpose. And what she does is she uses her, I won't say magical oats, but her amplified oats to help the people with a promise of protection against kidnappings and evil things. And she's seen as a protector of the town. But because of the more they consume these oats, the more docile and suggestible they become. And also they don't really have the desires that they had before, like anything sensual, like taste, drink, loving. You know, none of that's kind of motivating them anymore. They're just kind of flat. And that's how she's been doing that. Oh, and also in joining the organization, they have to sell all their worldly belongings or donate them to her. And really, it's her way of enriching herself. And she is quite rich at this point because Blutburg has a lot of resources.
That's so disappointing. She does all this cool stuff to like control people, and then she's like, yeah, I'm just going to get rich off of it too by taking these people's stuff. It's like, bro, you already have like this entire market idea.
I will say the kidnappings have ended. Like nobody disappears anymore.
Oh my
gosh. So the people are like, they use that as you are protecting us. We are safe.
But at what cost?
A lot of cost.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, but the laundry bills are much cheaper. Like it's so much easier to clean these clothes.
Worth it. Oh, wait. To clarify, that's super out of character.
Oh my goodness. I mean, maybe I shouldn't use amnesia. Also, it only lasts for 3 rounds, so I don't actually know what good it would do.
You could make her forget the formula.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But again, it only lasts for 3 rounds. So it's not like it's knowledge gone forever. Yeah.
That doesn't seem worth it. Other than making her forget maybe the sensation of your claws. And so then she doesn't remember that you were there.
Oh, smart.
So you can get away.
What would you like to do next?
I think I'm actually not going to try and do the spell, and I'm just going to run out of there. Fly out of there. Excuse me.
Okay. I think she would notice a bird tangled in her hair. So she's going to swat at you. So I would like you to roll a d20, and we're going to say this is a target roll to see if you can get away.
Wasn't on my bingo card for Belle got smushed.
Right?
Well, it's still not on your bingo card because I rolled a 14 plus body probably. So 16.
I would say that, yeah. You escape. And she knows, she sees the canary. And I don't think she knows that you access those memories. Because there's so much going on that she was, even if it was a silent room like that hospital room, she probably wouldn't have noticed, but she definitely doesn't notice because of all the chaos. So as you fly away, you fly over the lady in the stockades that is flailing about, hoping to be free.
I'm a bird. I'm sorry. I can't do anything. I don't know where you guys are, though.
Oh, it's pretty obvious because of the boom.
Well,
If we spot you fly out, then I don't know. Queenie will like send up a couple of the bees to be like, bee, and then come back down to where we're hiding. For the listeners, they just jump up and down a little bit, but they're bees, so they fly up and whatever. Anyways,
How exploded are things?
Silos are on fire. The fire is spreading to the temple. The oats they're burning a weird color.
Ooh,
So it's like
fun.
a green flame.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, you notice where we are, Belle, and then you see the jumping bees.
Yeah, the whole place is illuminated. Like it's, again, almost like it's daytime, but especially with your dark vision, it feels like it's almost too bright.
Where are my friends? Kapow! Oh, there they are.
tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Also, the silos were engineered in a way so that, and this is the case with at petroleum refineries, they are designed to explode up. So if there's ever an explosion at a refinery, it doesn't explode out where it would maximize casualties. It explodes up to minimize casualties. And that's what happened with these oats. Not that they did that on purpose. It just so happens that that's the case, and that's what happened. She did rip off a petrochemical factory for how to make a silo, so there we go.
when Belle rejoins the group, I guess since Queenie can communicate with birds, since we've established that, will you relay what you have learned? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Absolutely.
will relay to Sophie, and we can just hand wave that one, I guess.
All right, decision on my part. I would like to make sure she can't do this again. How do you guys feel about this?
In character versus out of character. In character, Sophie robbed a bank because she was in a movie. Sophie swatted an interdimensional spider on the face because it was loud in a library as it ate people. Sophie probably, she was hired to do this job. She would definitely do it. So yeah. So she's like, yeah. But players like, hey, remember how those people were disappearing? But I think Sophie's like, blah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I also, as a player, have misgivings about turning her in. But Belle is very much on the Baron's side and is just like, no way, these people need colorful lives again. I don't know why the kidnapping stopped, but it'll probably not continue.
Queenie is against genetically modified crops. And unlabeled effects on drugs. She's very anti that. Everybody should know what they're taking. That's just safe. That's just safe play, okay?
Yeah, straight up
So-
that, yeah.
Yeah,
Queenie is very unhappy about that. So she's ready to she's ready to my girl this bitch.
Then I guess we're all in
agreement. Is that a reference that nobody gets that? It's a small.
It took me a minute, but I do.
Spoiler alert. In
gotta
My
wear his
Girl,
glasses.
a little boy dies
Sorry.
because he gets stung by a bee.
Oh, God.
What?
Look, this movie came
yeah.
out like 30 years ago. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not. It's
It
not
was
new
Macaulay
to
Culkin
anyone.
as a child.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Does he die? Because he gets
Yeah,
something?
Macaulay Culkin gets stung by a bee in the movie and he dies.
Oh my
But he didn't die in
goodness.
real
What?
life. Just be.
He didn't, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, he married Brenda Song. Best path ever.
Yep. That man has a wonderful life.
so
now.
we blew up the oats that were apparently drugging people against their will. That's not nice. And we're going to apprehend the criminal. Let's do it.
Okay. As you say that, the crowd that was chasing the golem their attention was drawn to the explosions and the fire. So they have run back to the plaza. So now we have 3 more bodyguards and 4 more townspeople. One of the bodyguards is wearing a cloak of cloaking.
Oh, dang it.
Queenie's gonna go.
He's got my fucking cloak. Do humans just do that? They just. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hold on. You know that doesn't belong to you, okay? You know it doesn't belong to you, and you just pick it up off the ground and you decide that you're gonna put it on without asking if it's anybody else's. This place is rude, y'all. Anyway,
I love how the bees just buzz ominously.
yes, they are beginning to buzz and start to heat up like they do when they're about to like attack something that's attacking them. So Queenie's ready to go. She's rolling.
All right. Describe your next steps.
First, I think I need my headband returned or my hair tie returned, if possible. Because I think that would also help so that Sophie is big enough to actually like physically drag Scamantha up to the castle. So can I have that back?
Yeah, drag. Like, yes, but like,
Okay,
also
thanks.
no. like, yeah, you can have it back, but like, maybe we should, there's no way I'm physically gonna be able to do that. Okay, sure. Okay, so yeah, walk me through the plan.
We blow her up. I don't know. The problem is, okay, her mind is obviously incredible. Like, I have an appreciation for science. Oh my God, Queenie. But I just don't know if this scientific mind can be allowed to live on if this is what her moral compass tells her to do. So I'm prepared to delete her. That's not a word.
Maybe we should talk about this plan a lot.
Emphatically
Well-
change her mind.
I will say you have not been detected yet. So you have a reasonable amount of time to come up with whatever plan you're going to execute. So don't feel like, I mean, stuff is happening, but I'll let you know if things change. But now, as people show up, they're trying to put out the fire, but there's not a ready source of water. Some of the people are trying to open the bar, which was barricaded and locked up. Some of them are trying to like use a blanket of sorts, but are in effect flaming the fire higher. So there's a lot of confusion. And Scamantha the whole time is yelling and trying to shout orders and bring order to the chaos.
So, what if we do this? We can I can animate something else to go in. No. I can go in amnesia Scamantha.
What if we just talk her into going to the castle with her own 2 feet?
Well, I don't know how we're going to do that, though, unless I amnesia her. I really want to cast this spell.
Yeah, you can. All right.
So if we amnesia her and she loses core memories of why she's here to begin with, we can say, oh, hey, you can go up to the castle because the Baron can tell you everything you need to know. And don't worry about the fires because the local firefighters have got it handled.
Perfect. And that's all the reason why you should go to the castle.
Exactly. Get away from the fire.
Because this is on fire. Yeah.
Exactly.
You said that it doesn't last very long, so it would take her a while to get to the castle.
We'll tell her to run.
Yeah, rounds in this game are, if you look up the exact definition of movement, it's you get to where you're going.
Yeah.
Like, here, hold on. Let me look it up.
Sure.
Let me look up the
If
move.
battle gets initiated, it kind of changes a little bit. It's kind of use your best estimation of how far you can move in a turn. But since we're not in combat, it's a little bit different.
Okay, wait. It says up to a 5-second jog is a move. Okay, all right. And then it said, which is what... See, this is the problem with not having super specific rules, is it's like most of us have a pretty good idea of what constitutes a move. When in doubt, ask your DM. And so I'm like...
I'm right here.
Problem player. And what?
Yeah, it's ripe for people like me and Sophie's player to try and game the system as much as possible.
This is why D&D has rules.
The system can game you back. I'm very excited about that, by the way, because most of the rules say defer to your DM, and what the DM says, or GM in this case, goes.
So, GM, would you say that if we were to successfully amnesia her mind and convince her to go to the castle, that she could do that within 3 rounds?
Or do we use the 15-second sprints to cast the spell multiple times to get her up to the castle, amnesiaing her each time?
So, I would say...
Or we could just roll a charisma roll and be like, it's on fire, and then like a reason to go to castle because it's on fire. Because we did do the fire. Like the fire's real.
Let me give you a little bit more insight.
The whole town's gonna go. The whole town's gonna go. If you don't make it to the castle, you'll die from boom.
I'll give you some insight based on the memory that Belle accessed. So it gave Scamantha's backstory and how, like, why she's in Blutburg at all. But I guess what I didn't say is her interactions with the Baron and how that went. And so she does not like the Baron. The Baron is an obstacle to her power. And so Belle would know that she is growing power to supplant the Baron. She wants to be the Baroness. And she knows she may not be ready for that yet, but she will get there.
We could play both sides. We could convince her that he's the one that blew up the silos and try and prompt her to go engage with him. And then let him figure it out on his own.
Ooh. Yeah. What if she doesn't immediately attack him?
Oh, that's their problem. He wanted her in the castle. We said we would deliver her to the castle. We're going to deliver her to the castle. What he does with her afterwards is his own decision, morally or otherwise.
Let's try it.
I think that's better than amnesia, though if you find an opportunity for me to cast that, I am down.
Okay. So how are we going to do... Wait, you have to do the... Wait. How are we going to persuade her that it was...
It was. We just saw the truth. He hired us to blow up your silos.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sick.
Queenie's gonna come out of hiding. She has no patience and no time for dilly-dallying, so she jumps out.
Hello. Lovely to meet you. Please don't attack me. I'm Queenie.
Who are you?
Again, like I just said, lady, I'm Queenie. I was hired by the Baron to blow up your silos, and I did a fantastic job, right? But I've seen your power, and really, I'm thinking I'm on your side. So I wanted to let you know that
Then
the
why
Baron hired
did you
me to
blow
do
up
this,
my silos?
Because he paid me to. So I'm going to get money from him regardless.
So you don't even have the money yet?
No, I'm going to go back and get it. You want to come with me? You could face him with me. You could pay me to be on your side for this fight.
Why would I trust you after you've blown up my silos?
It's a fair point. Because I could blow up more of your stuff, and I haven't yet.
You see her eyes get wide, and she snaps twice, and her bodyguards come rushing to her. And so we're going to start
That's a cool
combat.
move. Okay. Oh, well.
And I appreciate you being honest. She does not appreciate that.
Okay.
So just to be clear. And
Queenie's
so
going to turn around and be like, guys, it didn't work.
So we'll start. This is not going to be a horde because it's only going to be the players are right now you, Queenie, Scamantha, and 3 bodyguards. And then if your party members choose to engage, they will also. I'll like give you options if you want to do that or not. Okay, so everybody roll a d20, add your spirit, and we'll find out who goes first.
14.
11.
I also got an 11.
I got a 13. So, Sophie, you're first. And that's actually, I think, the ideal situation for you, because then we go clockwise, which means it's Sophie, then Queenie, then Belle, then me.
I'm going to give the scrunchie back to Belle, because we don't need to stealth anymore.
All right.
Thank you.
I think
You're
that would be
welcome.
an action.
All right.
So that happens. You are now regular Sophie, one eye. You feel so much more calm that you're not using stereoscopic vision. All right, Queenie, your move.
Excellent. Once Queenie has realized that they're about to attack her, she's going to attack first. And let's see, which of these nasty little spells would I like? I'd like to cast Swarm.
All right. Tell me what that does.
Okay, so Swarm is a nasty little piece of work. Hold on, let me scroll to it. S comes after R. Good job. Okay. Swarm rolls against the highest spirit. A swarm of 1d20/2 rounded up death dealer hornets attack all hostile targets within 50 feet. Each affected target has a 25% chance of suffering an allergic reaction leading to death at the end of the round. Each individual target must roll against the percentage. Lasts for 1 round. Good for 2 casts.
Holy moly.
All of the I don't know why you wouldn't have just like unlimited magic in this game.
I mean, that's why you only have certain casts, because that's broken.
Right.
You can have 4 maximum by the rules, because you can have 2 staff type weapons, and each staff type weapon can have 2 spells. So you should have 4 magics when you play, is what we're learning from Alloyed playthrough. Mm-hmm. Because magic good.
Magic counts as a items like an
item slot.
Inventory slot. So yeah, you have 10 of them, and you can fill them all with magic if you wanted, but it would limit you from a attack perspective from a melee. Like you wouldn't have defense, you wouldn't have melee weapons, but you would be super powered with magic. So you could do that.
Well,
when you make your
you
character.
can't do more than 6, because 2 for the 2 staves and 4 for the 4 spells, and that's what Sophie has.
Right.
Left nunchuck, right nunchuck, and 4 spells.
All right. So swarm is, you said D20 over 2?
1d20/2. A swarm of 1d20/2, rounded up. Okay, divided by 2. 1d20 divided by 2, rounded up.
All right.
Do you want me to roll? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yes,
I'm
go right
rolling
ahead.
that. Oh my god, I'm so smart.
That would be 18 divided by 2, which is 6.
9.
9.
And then I think you add your spirit, correct?
Nope. A swarm of 1d20s round. Yeah, it's just that amount.
Oh, okay. I thought all magic you added spirit as well.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't say it, but I'll add. If I add 1 to it, which makes it 7, it rounds up to 8. Oh my god, it rounds up to 10. No,
Yeah, that's right.
11.
So it's 18 over 2, 9 plus 1
Right.
spirit, 10. So now
Okay, so
that's
10.
against the highest spirit. I will say Scamantha has the highest spirit, and so she's going to defend against that. And it's up to her if it fails for everybody or if it passes for everybody.
Okay. No, it says each individual target must roll against the percentage.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's if...
That's the percentage
for the 25
chance if they're affected. Okay, got it.
Right, if they have the allergic reaction. So we're going to roll against the highest spirit, which is Scamantha. She did not do good. She got a total of... So the roll... She has a spirit of 4, which is great. She got a roll of 3. So 7. Yeah. You surpass that. So all of them fail as a result. Now I have to roll 25% if they get the allergic reaction.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll roll 4 d20. And if it's 1 through 5, they're affected. If it's not, they're not. 2 of them are affected, Scamantha and the last bodyguard, not the one wearing the cloak of cloaking.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh. So suffering an allergic reaction leading to death at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Does Scamantha just die because she's allergic to bees?
So at the end of the round, she'll still have a chance to do something.
Okay.
But after that, we're done. Or she's done.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
That was super effective.
So effective.
You really did my girl her.
I did my girl her. I love it. Wow. No. Oh,
Little
boy.
did you know that there's a game out there called Alloyed that had the perfect mechanics for you, swarm of bees.
I saw that swarm and I was like, oh, I will build my character however I have to get this.
Okay, so that is Queenie's turn. So finally, it's Belle's turn.
I mean, I don't know how to follow that up.
Well, you can see that Scamantha and Bodyguard 3 are done for.
I'm going to try and take the cloak back for Queenie.
Nice.
Aw.
So this is Pixie.
Yes. This is now Pixie Belle.
Well, hold on. Are you close enough to do that? Because you can either move or act.
I will move.
Okay. Toward the cloak of cloaking?
Yes. And I want to move in such a way that I'm, like in its immediate vicinity where I could like grab it.
I'll say
next turn.
You'll be over him. So like he's not looking up. He's looking at the giant swarm of bees that attacked everybody and the fire and hearing the screaming of the poor trapped woman. So that's what's happening.
Lovely. I'm done.
Okay, Scamantha is swelling quite a bit, but she's going to try to, at this point, just flail at Queenie. So that'll be an unarmed attack because she is not in her right mind currently. So that is, okay, that did not make it. So she misses every single bee, even though they found her. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Bodyguard 1 has the cloak. He's using a weapon against Queenie. Is successful. So I need to find out what that is. You lost 3 health. So perhaps you can say a number of your bees got squished.
Oh, I will mourn them forever.
And then, I don't know what healing looks like, though. That's pretty rad, right? Your bees come back.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what could explain the 3 bees is that's about how many people died, and bees sacrifice their lives when they sting someone.
Right? They just sacrifice themselves.
This was more of a brave little Taylor situation where he just swung his sword and bang, 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 bang. There's a bunch of bees on the sword.
Oh, okay.
3 health worth of bees.
Perfect.
And then Bodyguard 2 missed, Bodyguard 3 missed, and is swelling. So now we're at the end of the round. Scamantha has died of an allergic reaction. Bodyguard 3 has died of an allergic reaction.
Rules as written.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Rules as written.
Okay. We're back at the top of the round. And that is Sophie.
Well, so Sophie earlier was saying how she wasn't able to drag someone to the castle because, like, even as a Cyclops who is a normal human height, you can't carry a person unless, as she demonstrated earlier today, they are near-death dying/dead, and then they don't put up any resistance. So, you know, as practiced earlier, I pick up the unresisting form and start carrying.
Well, so the last move you gave the bauble to Belle, correct?
Yeah.
And so
I
you were
stopped
at a
being-
distance. So you can either move or act. But I think you're too far away to, like, go and pick her up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I will move to the, what I presume is alive but collapsed, I'll find out otherwise soon, form of, I mean, I guess she was kind of drugging people without their consent, so sure.
All right.
I moved to Scamantha likely.
Perfect. Queenie, you're next.
Oh, are the other bodyguards still looking like they're gonna attack?
Oh, yes. They are surrounded by your bees, and they are ready to just try and attack as much as possible.
Okay, good to know. I will, in revenge for them murdering 3 of my bees, I will cast Draw Life.
Wow.
Tell me about Draw Life.
Okay, Draw Life, great. Draw Life is, one creature you touch takes heavy damage and you gain that many HP, which may be kept by you or transferred to another character within 15 feet of you.
Oh, there is a way to heal.
Yes, but only through that spell, apparently.
Perfect for vampire bees.
I guess you do have to roll to see if it's successful.
I guess.
So are you touching one or, I'm sorry, bodyguard 1
It
or
says I
bodyguard
can-
2?
The one who killed the bees.
That's bodyguard 1 with the cloak.
Okay, good. Then we're going for him. Also, he stole my cloak, so, like, you know. He didn't know it was my cloak, but he's gotta die. Cool. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, baby.
That would be a 19 on the die.
That is successful.
What did he expect wearing the golem cloak that, like, you know,
Well, it's like
destroyed
a
things and
trophy.
ran?
It's like, whoa, yeah, it's like a lion skin rug or whatever that you're wearing. Okay, roll for heavy damage, please.
Oh, how do I roll for that?
This should be on everyone's character sheet, shouldn't it? So, heavy damage is a d20 divided by 2, rounded up.
Thank you. I should have it on my character sheet, but I don't.
So what I'm
Okay.
saying when I suggest to the game maker that it should be on people's character sheet is that, like, normally people, like, games will put, like, the weapon, how much damage it deals on the character sheet so people can fill it out for their specific character. In this game, all people do the same damage, so I don't think they put it on the character sheet because they were like, anyone does this damage, but still useful to have how much damage you personally deal on your character sheet.
So there is some addendum stuff on the website. One of them is like the DM screen, and it's just a quick little thing full of campaign notes that has all of that stuff at easy access.
Oh,
Just
that's
for the
handy.
listener. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been really nice.
Yeah.
The heck? Why is that called a DM screen?
Eh,
Quick reference guide.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you completely demolish this guy, Queenie?
Sorry, thank you. Yes, I got a 17 on the die. Divided by 2, rounded up.
9 points.
9.
Oof. This guy is tough, but that really knocked him down. I will say literally knocked him down. And of course, you get 9 points of damage for you and your friends.
I do.
Maybe you or your friends.
I will send it to Belle so her foot will be healed.
Oh my gosh, that's yes. Not only is, I guess she's in pixie form now, her thumb is not only completely healed,
Thumb, that's it.
but
yeah.
but she gains the dexterity of a veteran rogue. Like she has mastered using hands. And so she will never have a problem with
Yes.
envelopes again.
That's fantastic because that means I can actually use my short sword.
Yeah.
Thank you, Queenie.
Oh, you got it, girl.
I'm going to attack this guy.
All right. He is bloodied. The first one or the second one?
The one wearing the cloak.
Okay, cool. So short sword is heavy damage.
I got a 16 on the die.
Perfect. That hits. Can you roll damage? Sorry.
Yes. So 11 divided by 2 rounded up is 6.
He is demolished.
Excellent.
He is dead. And so now it is my turn, and the guy sees what's happening and runs for his life. So he moves as far away from the three of you as possible. And so I'm going to say, unless you choose to pursue him, this fight is over.
Nah, we got our gal.
All right. You won the fight. Now it's a decision of, what do you do next? There are fires raging.
I lift the body.
You lift the body. Everyone who's trying to put out the fire stops and kind of looks at you with a blank expression and watches their fallen leader as you pick her up. And they just stand there and watch you.
MAOI inhibitors didn't help you in this case, huh, mass drugger? And then I carry her to the castle. Woo.
All right.
It's a lot of weight.
Thanks
Queenie will yell at the town before she leaves and be like, the Baron's a vampire, so do with that what you will. Okay, bye.
They all nod like, okay. And so they all accept that as truth.
Is it not true? Who keeps kidnapping them then?
There's a wrap up at the end. Don't worry. I'll reveal all the secrets.
My question will be answered. Got it.
You make it to the castle. You have the body of Scamantha. You are assuming you're knocking on the door. The Baron answers and says, "Why are you back already?"
Here you go.
Oh! He is
Sorry,
surprised.
she died.
Oh, she is dead. Well,
Yeah.
no harm, no foul. You get the single weight of gold then. I'm so happy. And so he keeps laughing for a while.
Twice our weight in gold if she was dead? And
If she was alive, with at least half of her
got-
blood. That was the agreement.
Oh, right. That's fair.
Oh, he wanted her more alive than dead.
Probably because he
Or
wanted to drain your
mostly
blood,
dead.
right?
Yeah. I will say, just to
Queenie
wrap
will
up the
nudge.
episode, you have. Do you want to do anything else before we conclude?
I'm
I
pretty
would like
happy
to
with how
ask
this
him-
turned out.
Man, I feel so bad
I'd
for
like
that
to
lady in
ask
the
him for more
stockade.
blood, please.
Oh, he gladly obliges. So
Thank you.
it's like it's my last bottle, but you have done me such a great favor. You may take it. And so he gives it to you, so you can drink it now or later, whichever you prefer.
Perfect.
He takes the body of Scamantha and he lays it gingerly in his salon on a chaise lounge. And he goes, "Okay, I will get your gold and we will be concluded, yeah?"
Poor lady's still in the stockade.
You could do that after the fact. It's up to you. Or you could take the Portal McMortal back to the hospital. Just as a concluding note, you can, yes, the Baron was a vampire. Haha. I hit it so well. Just kidding. He was responsible for the kidnappings. He did not like the taste of the blood that everybody had because of the oats. It was disgusting, and he wanted them to eat real food and drink real beer, because that blood is chef's kiss. He hired you to resolve that, so now the town goes back to normal. Kidnappings resume, but everybody kind of lives with it, because it's like, hey, they come back, we just give them some beer and they're fine.
Yeah.
Scamantha is dead. Her movement is dead. I guess there were some other things in there, but we'll save that for a future episode. Hooray! Great job, team.
Wait, but what happened to the... This is clearly out of character. Sophie would not think of this. But what happened to the people who had the means of production and the chemical recipe and now perhaps are free to sell MAOI inhibitors to people interested in buying them? Because someone was making them, right?
Here's a tip for entrepreneurs. If you have a multi-step process and you want to outsource it, don't outsource it to the same location. Outsource it to different people to do different parts so they don't have the whole recipe. And so if someone tries to go independent on their own without you, they can't reproduce what you're doing because they don't have all the steps. And that's what Scamantha did. She split it up amongst 4 producers, and the process was complete, but none of the 4 know the full process. They only know their part. So Scamantha was the only one with this recipe, unless it's written somewhere that a future episode can explore. Congratulations. Joining us for this episode were Queenie.
I mean, she deserved it. Like, she did it.
Sophie. And Belle.
I'm just glad to have my thumbs back.
Bye.
Bye.